So it's like I got a strategy up until that point, and then I'm so close, and he just threw me off the goddamn side again, all over again. It's so annoying.
Okay, hold on. So you said you're streaming.
I just started. It will take a couple of seconds for it to go live. Then you have the annoying little whizzers that those women shoot out of you. The little thrall, the shadow thrall that make it so that you have to constantly be dealing with them on top of everything else.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay.
So the trick is to get the wizards down to.
Cat, they make it. They purposefully make it like on purpose. They make it like that on purpose because they basically want you to use prismatic.
Well, tell them
That's
to.
exactly
Why? What does prismatic
I know.
do to make it better?
But
What does?
that's basically why they do that.
What
You
does?
understand? Because they're trying to make you to use their prismatic. The hunter's got a really dope grenade that basically does like stasis and solar damage at the same time. That gets
You know,
quite a lot of like enemies.
I hate when Bungie does this. I absolutely hate when Bungie does this. When they want you to use a certain thing. It's like, no.
Yeah.
No, you should no, screw you. I'm not doing it just because you tell me to do it a certain way. I want to play a certain way. You're not supposed to design it so it has to be done in a certain way.
Cat, listen. Okay. So
I
there's
hate
a
when
cheese spot.
Yeah.
There's a cheese spot if you want to know it.
Yes,
Like,
yes, I do,
you
because
it.
the only reason I keep failing this is because I get thrown off at the last instant. I swear, I almost got him, and then he blew me off the edge like over and over again. It's so annoying. Hey, Dr. Coffin Nails.
Okay, so there's two ways you can do this, right? There's two ways to cheese the Tormentor. Number one is to get like high ground. We're talking like Star Wars here. You gotta go way above him to a point where he can't even jump up and slam down on you.
Which is where?
So to your left, there's like a middle part where there's like a bit that you can jump on. He can't jump on that. Like, I would actually recommend you wipe out all the ads first, though. I recommend you wipe out
Well, you
all the
can't.
ads first and leave it for last.
Oh, first off, so yeah, the trick to wiping out all the ads is because he comes before you get all of them. So there's two Minotaurs,
I know.
and so the trick I found is to bring down the health of the wizard until she's almost dead, because then you can then.
You could use a Gallahorn as well. Like, I found that with the Gallahorn is basically still really good because it's solar. The wizards are solar.
No,
and
the
it does
wizards
quite
are
a lot
not
of damage.
solar. No, the wizards are not solar. The wizards are void. That's why I'm going with
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the Gallahorn's still sort of choice, if I'm being honest. It's still great blow shields anyway. It's still a solid thing. You can carry two of them as well. So that's a good thing. Okay, so that's the one cheese, right? Is to get above high ground. Another cheese is to basically keep him close by, but keep on moving to different platforms. Because then, like initiates like a kind of jump thing that he does, and you can just keep jumping from one platform to the other.
So jump from one platform, because I've been avoiding the platforms because I was afraid he would throw me off the platforms.
No. The thing is, if you keep jumping from one platform to another while shooting at him, he doesn't know how to shoot and jump. Which is like, thank God, right? Because like he can only jump. That's the same. He can only jump and then shoot or chase you. So if you keep jumping, see that platform on your left, the one you're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you keep jumping from that and then jumping back to the middle, he gets really retarded. The only thing is you have to watch out for the Nova Bomb move that he does. That one there. And stay away from him. Like
That's
when
what
he's,
I'm
like,
doing.
in the
He
thing,
gets me from, like, I'll be ridiculously far, and he still managed to get me with that attack. Like, I swear, I was, like, the last bar was at a third of the way. Like, I had almost completely gotten him. And he
Yeah.
threw me off the side. And it's so annoying.
I know. But that's how, like, I used to cheat him in the Nightfalls. Not Nightfalls, in Lightfall. Yeah, same with the Nightfalls as well, on GM. If you think they're bad now, they are really bad in GMs. They're so bad.
Like, the way I used to do them is just to get as far away from them as possible. But this guy, no matter how... He still...
Yeah, I know that they're really tanky. I know that.
Yeah, that too. They are.
Just, you know what it is? Just trust me. Keep on the move, okay? Keep shooting him and running away, but he can't actually jump and shoot, so he's actually quite retarded. So you can't, you can just basically use like the platforms to your advantage. He might throw that blade at you, but it's not enough to one-shot you, so it's like, yeah, the purple blade. That's not enough to one-shot you though, so. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and let you focus.
It's like, right when I'm about to...
He gets like aggressive the lower his health gets.
Yes.
Which is like if you played any like Souls game, then that's like a normal thing to expect from any enemy.
Oh no, I
They
figured
get
just
way more
logically.
desperate.
That's what I figured logically, you know.
Yeah, he's got that, and on top of that, he's got his weird language. Yeah.
Sounds like-
Yeah, I know. It's I don't even want to say what it sounds like, because I don't want to ruin your stream. Hold on, my cat's staring at me.
He sounds like...
What is it, boy? What is it? What is it, boy? What is it?
Did they actually make a language? Because... Say this, even the Grineer have an actual language. A lot of people don't realize that, but... The Corpus are actually talking in a language, and if you listen, you can hear they're actually saying words that mean stuff. I wish also just that you could pause. I mean, seriously, why can't you pause? It would be really nice if you could pause. Just to take a moment to like breathe and be like, oh my god, I made it this far. But no.
Oh, listen, that mission doesn't give you any like. I mean, I just told you, it doesn't give you any breaks. Come on, boy, come on.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
What's the matter? What? Some attention, dear. What is it? I'm busy.
See, look, I'm almost there, and I bet you he's gonna throw me off the side.
He's not gonna throw you off the side. Just keep your distance from him. Like, if you see his thing glow purple, his death blade or whatever. If you see it glow purple, run away from him because that's when he does like the grab move. That's when he's trying to chase you for the grab move.
Yeah, he just suppressed me again, and I got very, very lucky. He didn't knock me off. Like, how far away can he get you with that? Look, I mean, look at it. I'm almost there.
With what? How far can he get you away with what?
With that, throwing you off the side and suppressing you.
Oh, just listen, just within the stomping distance. So, like, I'm sure you know what I'm saying when I say stomping distance. Because every enemy stomps in this game. So, just basically
Yes!
get close enough
Alhamdulillah! Oh my god!
Is that it?
Yes! Yes!
Thank you. That'll be $14.99, PayPal and Cash App. Also accept donations.
What?
Please
Yeah.
donation.
To spread the fever.
Good job. Excellent.
Chaos.
Nice.
Disguised as freedom.
Although
We
that
do
was
not.
just an hors d'oeuvre and the pain coming.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Should I just go and play Warframe? And just do simple?
I think you should swallow your pride and let me absolutely
No!
join you and
You
demolish
soloed!
it. 'Cause
You
even with
soloed!
me,
You
yeah, but
soloed!
like I don't know, as a titan and a warlock. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I did do it as a hunter as well. But it's different, you know. Like I was using prismatic and I came up with a really good build. So.
So you you told me. Oh, so you did it on your Titan and your Warlock with not on prismatic, but your Hunter you went prismatic.
Plans to
Yeah.
remake the universe.
The Traveler's Light.
Light restores.
Yeah, of course. Because with the hunter's really squeaky. I mean, look, I'm not trying to say that I couldn't have done it, but it's just like, why would you want all that smoke? Like, I don't want all that problems. Like, I want to like enjoy a game. I don't want to suffer, you know. Like, I've already got like Shadow of the Erdtree coming out. I could suffer then. I don't want to suffer with Destiny. Thank you very much. I play Destiny for the gunplay, not for the absolute AIDS it's gonna give me. You know, no thanks. But you're like a glutton for punishment, Kat, is basically what you are. It's like,
No,
I don't know.
because if you can do it on
Yeah.
Hunter, then I can do it on Hunter solo.
I mean, yeah, look, I'm not trying to dispute you and basically say, oh yeah, I'm like, you know, like I'm a more skilled guardian. And no, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say is, you're just making it harder, and there is no accolade. There's no like trophy or triumph that you're gonna get for doing it on like Arc or Solar or whatever. You're better off using Prismatic because you can still use those other supers, just with like other stuff. Like you've got because you're a hunter, they've given you the grapple grenade, and you basically get 2 of those. So you can actually still use Celestial Nighthawk. You can still use it. No one's saying you can't use it. You can still use it, but you also get other stuff. You also get like a different melee. You also get like a different grenade.
I was powerless when I stood before
You know,
witness.
just you get like a different dodge where you can actually make yourself
Guardian.
I'm gonna
radiant or whatever. Yeah, and then on top of that, you can actually equip other. You can equip other supers, not other supers. You can equip other exotic weapons that basically boost that particular super, or it can boost other stuff.
Nah, if you can do it on solo as a Hunter, and not, I can do it, and I can do it.
I actually had quite a lot of fun doing it on the Hunter. Actually, I actually had a lot of fun doing it on Hunter. I'll be honest with you, the Hunter's like the Hunter Prismatic is actually way more fun. I'm being honest, it's way more fun than the other classes.
Yeah, so when I finish the campaign, then I will use the Hunter Prismatic. Until I finish the campaign on solo,
You're gonna love that sniper rifle as well. So you're gonna love the exotic sniper. That's really good. Oh, yeah,
Wait.
shit, did I just spoil it for you, did I?
Wait, is it an exotic form of the legendary that hunters get in Destiny 1?
Well, look, listen, like, if you watch the Vidoc or whatever, I'm technically not really spoiling anything, okay? But
Yeah, no, you can spoil
there's
it.
a sniper rifle. There's an exotic sniper rifle that gives you golden gun. Okay? But you need to pick up orbs of light to basically power it up. If you can't pick up orbs, if you get headshots, it powers it up as well. Right? Now, here's the good part, okay? If you are an actual hunter with Celestial Nighthawk equipped, you get 4 shots. You get 4 powerful shots from that sniper rifle. So it's basically broken right now. I'm pretty sure Bungie are gonna patch it up. Absolutely dangerous now because you're doing crazy DPS.
Be free.
See, what you do is that you're actually channeling your Celestial Nighthawk through the sniper rifle. So instead of you actually popping your, you do that thing in the air and, oh yeah, the gun comes up in the air and you
Yeah.
fire it. Instead of doing that,
Yeah.
instead of doing that, it works through the sniper rifle. So when you hold, I know it's dope, right? So when you hold square on the
No,
sniper
no,
rifle,
no! I just got a rally point. Something tells me
Oh.
I'm about to face another nightmarish experience.
be strong. You should be done in probably about like 6 hours. Maybe.
6 hours? Why 6 hours? I thought you said still that this was the last
You
one.
shall find out. Well,
Actually,
because like I said, it's a bunch of missions in one mission.
no, I'm beginning to.
Personally, like,
The Graviton Lance is
I
a
don't-
great gun. No, I mean, I haven't used it in a while, but now it's like, yeah, this is actually pretty
good
good.
for ads, but not for DPS. That's the problem. It's good for ads, but not for DPS.
Ooh, somebody just said, dude, I love your stream. Thank you, Charlie Cooney. Oh, oh God. Look, I don't want to wear my hijab, alright? I really, alright.
It's okay. I don't think like anyone's gonna get upset because they, because they're not seeing you suffer. Don't worry, we can hear you suffering. It's fine.
Yeah, you can hear
You
me.
are nothing.
I will beat this. But it's
Yes,
nice
you
to.
will in about 7 hours.
No, but it's nice to
Which is
hear
fine for
you.
me.
No, it's nice
fine
to
for me.
finally hear you admit that the hunters are the squishy class. You didn't admit that before. I'm like, the hunters are
I've
squishy. Like,
always said that they're the squishy class. I've always said that they don't wear armor. They don't wear armor. In fact, I think technically warlocks don't wear armor as well, but like warlocks use like arcane magic to basically give themselves armor. Like the only class in Destiny that's like an actual class is like the Titan class. They actually wear armor and they give them space magic and they give them weapons and cool armor and all that kind of shit. And really cool abilities.
oh God, I got something called the Bound Omen.
The Titan cat has got a really cool grenade ability, right? Which I think should have been for the hunters. I mean, not the hunters. It should have been for the warlocks, actually. But they gave it to Titan, and that's when you hold down your grenade, and it gives you like a little barrier around you.
Okay.
And then when you release it, it fires a wave of energy at the enemies that were shooting at you. That's a warlock thing. I don't know why they gave it to a Titan. It doesn't make any sense. Racism. I think it's racism.
That's not it's classism. You talk about racism.
Classism, racism.
Wait, where am I supposed to be going? Ghost, show me the way. Ghost, come on, Ghost. Oh,
Wait, why did he call you dude?
I don't know. I don't care. I really don't
Hey
care.
man, his pronouns are not dude, alright?
My pronouns are no refund.
His
did I-
pronouns are corpus,
No.
I think.
No refunds. That's the best one I've gotten. No refunds.
The pronouns are buster,
I don't. First of all, dude is non-gender, and honestly, I don't care. I've been called everything. My favorite, I really don't care. I really, you can call me dude all you want. I don't care. You can call me bro, he, she. I don't care. See,
I'm not gonna call you bro.
you can call me bro. I don't. No, dude. I call women dude all the time. Dude is gender non-specific. On top of that, I really don't care. I really don't care. Like my personality is not reliant on people calling me whatever. I really don't care.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm only messing with you, for like hyperbole in that entertainment stuff.
Though one thing I'm saying I've noticed is they take advantage of a lot is finishers, because then it adds to your. So like I've used finishers now and I'm like ready to die. I'm like, okay, finisher. Dude, I could go with the finisher. Oh no, not another one.
Yeah, they listen. You know what it is? Yeah, they used to make it where like tormentors were like finishable, but then they got rid of it.
No, they still finishable. Are you sure?
No, not the really big ones.
Oh,
So like before, the really big ones during like onslaught
okay.
could actually finish those. But now in like the campaign missions and stuff, they basically say nope, you gotta kill him down to the bone, which is kind of like, I hate you, Bungie. That wasn't a smart move.
First off, I'm not wasting my super against this guy. I'm gonna use it against the other guys.
I think that Bungie needs to grow some balls, right? And basically make an exotic weapon that makes any enemy finishable. That would be so cool.
No, well, okay. Well, first of all, just important question. Because my theory now is that idiot Thickest Yosh, yes, Thickest Yosh, you're an idiot and you're a sad little loser. Your writing absolutely sucks. My theory, yeah. You know, because clearly I'm not diverse enough of it. All right. So,
Thickest loser.
yeah, I mean, that name is just creepy. Cause like it's for Yoshi. God damn it, dude. That's just freaking fucking messed up. Okay. Like, Yoshi, the little dinosaur from Super Mario Bros, dude. That's just messed up.
Hey, don't be like judging the guy.
Yeah, no. Look. All right, first off, oh god, I gotta focus.
Guys got things for dinosaurs from like the Mario.
No. You're gonna make your kinks public. I get to make fun of your disgusting kinks. All right.
He might have just done that though, so that so we can stand out in like the vast bullshit of Twitter or X, whatever. Yeah, because there's like a lot of names. Like, this basically goes back to what I was telling you, Kat, when like I legit thought that I was the only Lone Hawk, but then I tried to Google Lone Hawk and holy shit, like 312 of them just.
Ah!
Lone Hawk.
Oh my god, this shouldn't be this hard. Oh my god.
You have Lone and then Hawk, then you have Lone Hawk, and you have Lone Hawk.
Honestly,
Lone
Hawk, I would not have suspected being the only one. That one, I'm pretty sure. I would have known immediately. You're not the only one.
Yeah. I
House.
should have put my older name actually.
But
My older name.
on the other hand, Feline Revolution, House Cat Hero, Feline Uprising, those are all. I'm the only one. Oh my god, there are so many of these guys. Stupid prismatic.
Well, I mean, you are the only one on Steam. That's for sure. Right? I think we're done. There is no House Cat Hero. I mean, what even made you come up with that name anyway? House Cat Hero?
I don't know.
I'm serious.
Ah! Who's shooting at me? I don't know. I really don't know what
So-
it's sort of like Feline Revolution and Feline. Well, Feline Uprising was because Feline Revolution is too long for Xbox. So I made my PlayStation one first.
Oh, Cat, did you see the Doom game?
Yes, that
The new Doom game?
looks cool.
Oh my gosh, I want to play it right now.
Can I please just get past this one little area?
No,
God,
you need to stop that.
for God's sake, Bungie! Oh my God! How is this killing me like this? Oh my God!
You remember what they spoke about before, Cat, with the
What?
whole like exotic class item thing?
No, I did not, because I never watch any of their stuff, because I know they're lying through their teeth. I wouldn't believe Bungie if they told me they literally said that we're good. No, nothing. I do not believe Bungie at all. Like, for example, I will say this prismatic.
You get the class item.
The
You
class.
get the exotic class item, right? And the exotic class item gives you 2
Ah!
exotic
Seriously?
exotic
Whoa, wait. First of all, you mean like a cloak or something? Because we had those in Destiny 1. I don't know why I'm
I
dying.
know.
They were for
I know.
Okay, first off, let me focus on this. really. I mean, honestly, I don't see the big deal about prismatic. I don't. I mean, look, I think we should have gotten another class and then prismatic. I really do think that. I feel like.
Yeah, but they're not gonna give you that.
Why not?
We've already spoken about this, though. Yeah, we've
God.
already spoken about this.
What the hell? Like, this shouldn't be this hard.
You really think they're gonna give you one new super, one and two new subclasses all in one DLC? Come on,
After
they're
the
gonna spend
bullshit,
money on this game.
excuse my language, after the bullshit they pulled on us with Lightfall, yes, they should. That was garbage. That was absolute
They
trash.
should've. Yeah, like I agree. I think that Bungie only really does exceptional when they over deliver. If I'm being honest, which is why Forsaken was so dope, because you had so much stuff in there.
Because they realized that they had completely messed up.
They gave you so much stuff. They gave you like, oh, you guys like armor sets? Here's 4 new armor sets. Oh, you guys like super dope supers? Here's a Kamehameha wave beam. Here's a flipping, here's a here's like a dragon fist from Dragon Ball Z and stuff, and then okay, you guys like dungeons? Here's a dungeon. Oh, you guys want a good raid? Here's a good raid. Oh, you guys want extra weapons? Here's extra weapons. You guys want like a new weapon archetype? Here's a new weapon archetype. It basically just kept saying yes. The guy who was stamping the approval for Forsaken was an absolute legend. He was just going yes. Okay, yes. Just keeping them tough, yes. That's why he was, Forsaken was so good. And then after that guy probably got fired because they were looking at him like, dude, you gave away too much.
Yeah, well,
but
people.
it made the game great, didn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't it? Yeah, but we didn't make enough money because you gave them too much. They all in one go. Get rid of him. He's fired.
Seriously though, is Echoes as bad as you make it as it sounds?
Listen, I saw the opening cutscene. I threw up in my mouth a little bit, right? Especially with them like holding hands and that. I have no idea why that's even in there. Okay.
Because I'm telling you, there's somebody on the Bungie team who's writing about their beloved fan.
Why
Because
put it in the cutscene?
because it's June, Habibi. It's June. And
It's July. I don't care. There shouldn't be
because
in the
I'm
cutscene.
I agree, but I'm
You
telling.
love Osiris, fair enough, yeah, after, I mean, basically, we killed the witness, why are you still here? Why are you just pissed off already? The Guardian will sort it out. I don't need to say Osiris that you guys weren't even there during the Final Shape campaign anyway, especially Osiris, he was I don't know what he was doing.
Because,
he was
look,
with his tail between his legs anyway.
No, well, in my opinion, it shouldn't even. Look, in my opinion, they're not a couple. It's stupid. Some woman who probably had fantasies about them managed to get a job at Bungie writing because they probably hired half their writers off of the goddamn Tumblr. I have no doubt about it. I am absolutely, because you read it, it reads like garbage fanfic. You know anything about garbage fanfic? It reads like what happened between Osiris and Saint 14 is garbage fanfic. Okay.
Yeah, I done the opening mission for the season, and then I don't even want to carry on with the rest of it, to be honest.
Why?
It's not because I don't know. You know what it is. I'll be very honest with you. I think that Vex is outplayed now at this point. I'll be very honest with you. I think that Vex is something that's really like Vex. Really, it's like the Fallen, or like the Hive. Like we've already done these guys already. I mean, look, we took out Atheon, didn't we? Wasn't Atheon their great granddad or something? I thought we killed him. That's it. The Vex are done now, right? No, we've got Taken Vex. We've got these Vex with different pronouns. We've got Vex. I don't give a shit. I don't want to fight Vex anymore. I had enough of them. I never fighting robots. It's so outplayed. I don't want to fight robots and I don't want to fight bugs. Okay, I've had enough of those. I've really got a good game where I can fight both of those, and that's called Helldiver 2. I don't want to play in Destiny 2. I don't want to do that now. want to find something else.
Yeah,
Why
well,
not make the season about the actual Dread? Because the Dread seem like their enemies. You know? Which is the enemies you're fighting now, by the way. The Tormentor and...
wait, what am I supposed to be doing?
Forgive the light bearers.
Playing Destiny 2?
No, I mean,
I don't know why you're asking me, love. I'm not spoiling the campaign for you. But I said that already. But yeah, listen. The seasonal weapons are okay. Like, I like them. Like, I like the fact that they're switching out. They made like a burst. They made a burst grenade launcher. That's
What the
basically
hell
like
is this?
With a horde.
what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Oh, come on.
The armor is okay. Armor is okay, Cat. They basically went for like a kind of Ronin samurai look.
No, well, okay,
that's
wait.
okay.
I have two questions.
Yeah.
Okay, first off, how's the seasonal activities? Because honestly, the people have asked
I
me.
don't like that.
I'm tired of the same thing over and over again. I mean,
I
seriously.
don't like it, Cat. It's really long-winded. It's really long-winded.
So it's just
It's
another
basically-
group another group activity.
Yeah. Yeah. So you go somewhere, you kill Vex. Once you kill Vex, you've got to pick up some item, that beam that drops from Minotaur's head. Use the beam to shoot a cube. The cube drops down other cubes. Collect those cubes, dunk them in something, and then you come back and rinse and repeat. And then, once you dunk enough, a big boy spawns, and you pick up the big boy, and yay! Well done, Guardian. You secured the data for the yeah, okay, great. Yeah, this is boring. I'm bye. I can't do this again. And then you got a sales station comes out of nowhere and goes, Archie, charging 6 times. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Fuck you. I know. I'm not doing this. Yeah, I can't do it. And you see, you're making me swear now. See, it's your fault.
No, well, I mean, that's one of the things. That's one of the things I did say. I said, you know, when people ask me how, I'm like, I say Lightfall is good. Not Lightfall. Not Lightfall. Oh my God, how am I saying that? No, I said Final Shape is good, but I don't know what's happening after Final Shape, and I'm worried about what's happening after Final Shape.
Well, look, okay.
because-
I think it's
because-
policy that Bungie always make the season that comes out with the DLC always crap anyway. It's policy. That's
Yeah, but you know who writes the seasonal narrative crap? Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I keep cursing in this capacity. Thickest Yosh, the guy who goes on about diversity, and then
That's the story.
he writes he's the narrative director for the seasonal content. There's no way that moron wrote.
Really?
Yes, that's the little chiphead who writes that garbage.
Oh.
Yes, the little who's like Destiny players don't know that have a problem with diversity. Yeah, it's like, dude, do you know anything about Destiny players? Destiny players, yeah, that's the dude. That's the guy, right? That's the guy who's all up in the, yeah. If you look him up on, you probably aren't blocked by
I
him.
saw him.
Yeah.
No, I saw what he looks like. He looks like a real dweeb.
Yeah, he looks like I could kick his little scrawny ass.
But not like a cool dweeb, you know, he looks like a dweeb that's basically ever seen sunlight in like 10 years.
شكله من اللي بيحب الشهر يونيو.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's
Pretty
back.
much. You know, Cat, like, I was gonna say something else, but then I was like, nah, because of your live stream and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the advantage about saying stuff in Arabic, because he's like, yeah, Yonya, we have Yonya. We name my Miguela.
No, Cat, but Cat, the thing is, even if I say it in Arabic, it's still gonna sound the same, so.
I am not.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, he's, I swore again, see? So,
Stop! Okay,
he-
if you calm down. No more.
He looks like, you know, he looks like he's, of the same ilk as the person who does the voice acting for, Osiris. If that makes sense. if you understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yes, yes.
Because like he's pale as shit. His hair is dark black, right? He wears these big goofy glasses.
And
The guy works in IT or whatever with like computers and the video games and stuff like that. And then on top of that, he's got like a narrative where it's just like, oh, we need to push this narrative because this is the narrative everyone, not necessarily everybody likes, but this
Yeah,
is
but
basically the narrative
yeah,
that
but
the, like elites are pushing right now. So just go for it. Like, I don't want to see a cutscene of two grown men. You know, well, not even two grown men. Fuck, one's a robot. Like, I don't get it. I don't get that.
well, the
One's
thing
a
is,
robot and one's a weirdo who's not a guardian anymore, but somehow can still use the light powers. I don't understand that as well. Yeah, that's another thing I don't get.
wait, he can use light
Like-
powers?
Of course he can. He's the one who teaches you how to master strand. Remember?
I thought he was
Good
just,
job, Guardian.
I thought he was just talking, instructing us. I didn't realize he could use it.
No.
Wait a
Kat,
minute!
or
Whoa,
other-
whoa, 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 hey, Habibi, back up a second. So, right now, Tarj just died, which is sad because I liked Tarj. I thought it was really cool I liked Tarj. Alright, Tarj died, right?
I call him Todd.
Look, look, compared to a lot of other characters, he was pretty cool, alright? Tarj was pretty cool. Targ, whatever his name is, right? He's dead. So they're like, Zavala doesn't have the light, alright? So he doesn't have his light powers. Cade, who's basically made out of light, right? Cade doesn't have Sundance, and so he's like, yeah, I don't have the light either. But Osiris, who basically got Sagira killed, little tip, because Sagira was your better half, you little garbage human being. Going to the kitchen, make yourself a boyfriend a sandwich, you sad little.
You know what it is, Kat? You know what it is? I think it's a metaphor for Osiris becoming a homo. Because how he loses Sagira, who's basically like a female, right? And he really loved her, by the way. He really loved Sagira, which is a really cool name as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
my
really
God,
cool
why
name.
am I not doing
She was
this?
a nice character, and you know she was a woman, right? Or you know she was like a female ghost. Right?
Yeah.
And then somehow she dies, and now he's infatuated with Saint 14.
The thing is, look, I'm
So-
sorry, I'm never gonna like it because I like the fact that the two of them were friends, and then they got angry at each other over the speaker, and it was a much more interesting.
We
Where
don't even see that though, Kat. That's what I'm saying.
no, we do. Okay, you want to know why? Okay, you don't see it because it's in the comic book, and I'm doing terrible right now because I'm just not paying
I
attention.
haven't read the comic book though, Kat. I don't know why
I'll
it's in
send you the
comic book.
picture.
Why isn't it in the damn game? Why it's supposed
Give
to
me a
be?
sec. I'll send you pictures of the pages.
No, it's okay, Kat. Kat, don't
I
even
agree
waste
with
your
you.
time.
No, the problem is the comic was actually posted for a while on the Bungie website, but they did not put enough into it. They didn't advertise it. But the comic.
Why is it a comic to begin with? And listen, if it is
Oh,
a
I
comic, why
agree.
isn't it in the game? Why isn't it in the archives so you can just open up the codex and look? Oh, you know, this is the bit where
Because
Saint and Osiris. It doesn't make sense why it's not in the damn game. It's like
Because
artwork.
it breaks the game. Because according to the game now, Osiris and Saint 14 are not brothers. They called each other brother. They were close friends. They were both called the speaker father. They were
Like,
basically.
I mean, like it would have made sense if Saint was Osiris's brother. Because then that would basically mean that they were like a family of badasses, and one of them turned out to be a warlock, one of them turned out to be a titan who died, so they had to bring him back using like exotech, and Osiris has a long lost brother who's also a hunter, who probably could be the guy with the golden gun. Maybe that might have been a better story to set out,
Yeah.
right?
Look,
I mean, that would have made a lot more sense, you know? Especially seeing as we don't know where Osiris really is from. Ethnically, we don't know where he's from. All we know is that he's white. That's all we know.
even look.
yeah, they
it's,
tried to.
they actually know because at one point there's this great point where he's like Fowler on the move, Saladin. One of my scouts, Cade 6, has eyes on the Kell of Kings. You trust him, Mandel? Cade may act like an irresponsible idiot when he's outside the tower, and when he's here in the tower too. Come to think of it, but you've never seen him in action. So there's actually Andal. This one of the comic stories takes place with Andal, and then there's the when he's training. There's a young
Who's
Ikor.
Handle?
Andal Brask was the Hunter Vanguard before Cade 6.
Before Cade. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah, before Cade.
So the comic is actually pretty cool. I wish that
But the thing is, they don't do a good job, Calvi, but telling you how the whole thing started. You know, they don't give you like a time. I mean, yeah, when Destiny 2 was announced, yeah, they did give us a little backstory to what happened with Zavala and stuff. And oh yeah, he started out, you know, he was in a ship and then he was brought back and then he kept dying and blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, that's great. But what else are you gonna tell me about Zavala? How did the whole Titan Warlock and Thingy class even come to fruition? And why does one wear capes? Why does one wear butt towels? Why does one wear bonds on their arms? They don't describe anything like that. They don't describe why
I'm
or what
sure.
makes like a warlock, or what makes a Titan, or what makes a hunter a hunter. You know, they don't really go into details behind the actual classes. And I think that's why they're gonna fail moving forward, because you look
No.
at some NPCs, right? You look at some NPCs.
Wait.
And they don't look like either of them.
No, first
Yeah,
off,
go on.
wait off. First, are we sure they don't? Because there's a lot of stuff. I have like 6 books here that are the Destiny Grimoire. I haven't read them yet. I have to read them. All of the Grimoire cores.
yeah.
They need to. You know what? The problem is
Yeah,
we don't
okay.
know. We don't
Okay.
know if they do or don't.
Okay, let me ask you a question, okay? Let me ask you a question, though, yeah?
Yeah?
Let me just ask you something, right? Okay. They said that the Fallen used to be Guardians, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can see Hunter classes and I can see Titan classes within the Fallen. Yeah? I can see that, because you look at Kells and they're big dudes, right? Kells. You know, he stomps the ground and shoots you with his rifle or whatever, right? Cool, I get that. Okay? That's the Titan right there. You look at the Hunter classes, you have the Vandals who wear cloaks and they go invisible. Like, I can see that. Where's the Warlock class? Where's the Magic-based Fallen?
Well,
Because I don't see any.
the thing
Okay?
is,
That's
wait.
one thing, yeah? Another thing, okay, which is more like a recent thing, right, is when the Traveler gave the Hive the light, yeah? Okay? Isn't it super weird how they basically ended up with the same thing as we have? Dawnblade is the solar subclass that you use with like blades. Right? Okay. And then you got the Sentinel Shield Hive. Right? You use Sentinel
No.
Shield. That's a bit weird, isn't it? To have the same thing? And then you've got like Acolyte Hunters who use Blade Barrage.
Yeah. Well,
That's like a copy-paste kind of thing. Like, I mean, like, it would have been more cool, Kat, if they kind of gave them, like, their own kind of, like...
oh, no, but that would mean them being creative and doing something new. What are you talking about? Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
You're out of your
Exactly.
mind. Stop expecting them.
Yeah, exactly, but that's exactly why, obviously, right? That's exactly why I'm asking the question. Okay. What's so specific about being a Titan, or being a Warlock, or being a Hunter? Why can't like a Guardian combine all 3 of those and become one super cool Guardian? I don't understand why we can't all be 3 of them at the same time. Like, I don't understand why we need to pledge our allegiance to one type. I mean, like, we're all Guardians.
The thing is, you're acting even more complicated. The thing is, I think what the bigger problem is just the simple fact that they can't even keep their. I mean, I said the Osiris Saint 14 thing. I don't give a damn what month it is. All right, I'm sorry. The lore sets them as brothers. People want story. What is wrong with you people? That's why I'm telling you. That alone, it's like you can't even keep your goddamn lore straight, and then you come up with Neomuna. I'm sorry, there's no explanation good enough for me on why Neomuna exists. Neomuna should not exist. Neomuna to me is the worst part of the.
Nowhere, isn't it?
The worst.
It's quite like a dope location, but they really dropped the ball with
Yes.
it. Like, they really dropped the ball with it.
You wanted a new location. You know what? Go to someplace else on Earth. In the remains of like what Earth was.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's a cool location, but they didn't utilize it.
No,
That's
they
the
didn't.
problem.
No, they didn't because they were too lazy to put people in it. But on top of that, I don't want that location. That location shouldn't exist.
You know what really bogs my mind though, Kat, right? Is you look at like the base game, right? You look at like EDZ, yeah? You look at like EDZ, you look at like Nessus, you look at obviously IO and IO that you taking away, right? But you look at everything that came with the base game, right?
Yeah.
They've got so many lost sectors
Yes.
over there. There's like, yeah, and I swear to it, I'm not actually like bullshitting that, right? There's a lost sector on EDZ I didn't even know existed. I didn't even know existed until like a year ago. I was like, what the hell is this? I don't even know, is this a lost sector?
Which one?
Like, it's the one that's basically near the Cabal ship, and you have to go down, and there's
Oh,
like
yeah.
unstoppable champions there and stuff. I didn't even know about that.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
I'm taking.
Hold on. I'll give you the specific name.
I'm taking a break.
I'm probably retarded.
Wait,
so.
this area I'm at. If I come back again, will I be at the Sacrum? The Sacre.
Yeah, it can. It's basically a lost sector in like the Sunken Isles. It's called the Quarry. No, not the Quarry. The Skydock 3 or Skydock 4.
Yeah, I
didn't
know
even
that.
about that.
Oh, I knew about that one. I knew
Yeah.
all the Lost Sector, but yeah, but no.
I didn't.
You want to know why? You want to know how you know that Neomuna absolutely sucks?
This has got 3 lost sectors, and it's completely empty, and it's crap. It's boring. There's no people there. Just Cabal there.
I am really not in the mood for this
Back.
right now. What is it? You want to know, alright, you want to know how I know that nobody likes Neomuna. It's because if you do a public event, even if you do a public event on Nessus, alright, you do a public event on Nessus, people will join you, okay? Every
Oh, yeah.
you do
You're
it.
right.
You do
You're
a
right, I've
public
seen that before.
You do a public event on Neomuna, unless it's the Onslaught thing or whatever the hell it's called, where you go and everyone's there all the time. Overload,
Terminal
right?
overload.
Terminal
Yeah.
overload, right? There is no one there. I have done public events completely by myself. I have never seen anybody running around Neomuna. You
Oh,
never, unless you're in the overload section, there is nobody running around Neomuna. Okay? Okay? Alright?
You're right. You're right.
Nessus!
Damn it, I hate it when you're right.
Nessus has more. Nessus, of all the planets, right? One of the oldest planets in the game right now, other than the EDZ, okay, is Nessus. Nessus is off by itself, alone. Nobody thinks of Nessus. All right, all of a sudden, until.
I like Nessus.
Oh, I like Nessus too. I like Nessus too. But think about
Same
it.
with Io. I like Io and Titan. I like them all.
Yes, but Titan and Io are gone, right? Titan and Io are gone. Nessus, the only reason you go to Nessus is to do bounties or public events for bounties or just bounties. Up until I don't know the new Echoes. If you excuse me, if you have to go to Nessus, but Nessus is like as far off as possible. The last relevant planet left in the least relevant, but there are more people on Nessus than Neomuna. Okay?
His name is stuck. His name is stuck.
Yes.
It's just such a shame that they let that ball drop. I didn't add anything in there. Like even the exotic weapon quest that they put. You know what? Listen, I'll be honest with you. Even the even like the sidearm, the exotic sidearm quest actually showed quite a lot more than what like the campaign really does have to show you, because it gave you that explorational thing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go and find the tormentor by this name and take him out, and this and that, and then he's got a schematic. They really dropped the ball with that. Like, it was not fun. It was not fun like after the campaign. It was boring. Which is why their player count dropped a lot
Yes.
after
Yes.
Lightfall.
And I got into arguments with
Really
people
fun.
on Twitter because, look, I used to like My Name is Bife, and I still like My Name is Bife. I haven't watched My Name is Bife since the Destiny story went down the hill, but My Name is Bife was announcing on Twitter, he's like, I'm going to be doing a 2-hour video all about, like, 9 hours of research to do that, and I'm like, the lore sucks. And people would get mad at me, and I'm like, yeah, look at the player count. And one dude, I swear, one guy, he's like, I told him, you know, he thinks Lightfall is the greatest thing ever, and the story of Destiny 2 so far is the greatest thing ever, and I'm like, it sucks, and you clearly need to play more video games because, you know, to see just how much it sucks. And he's like, how dare you say that? You know, you should never insult someone.
Muslim.
No, and he's like, I'm studying to be a video game developer. To tell someone studying to be, I'm 35 years old and studying to be a video game developer. To say that I need to play more video games is offensive. I'm like, well, I'm glad you're offended, dude, because it still sucks. I mean, the numbers spoke for themselves. Nobody liked Lightfall.
Sorry, Kat, those pictures you sent, is that like a legit comic
Yes, it is.
that you have?
Yes.
But is it like
Yes.
canon though?
Yes.
Is the stuff in there canon?
It used to be considered canon. It was published by Bungie on Bungie's website.
So
It wa-
why? No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna follow that. I'm not even gonna waste my brain. Like,
Here, I just sent you a picture of the cover.
trying out to do on that
This
kind of
was
shit.
made by Bungie. This was made by
Man.
Bungie.
I
Destiny.
mean, like, how did they make like Osiris from that to what we have now? I really don't.
Because-
I mean, I get the fact that he's bold. Like, I get that because it actually makes sense. Because this guy really loves his work. He really loves his his guardian duties. He loves it to a point where the guy's stressed out. He lost all his hair. His hair's gone, but he's still got a big beard because he's a lazy bastard. He can't bother to go and get it cut off because he's dedicated. Plus, he's a genius as well. He solves Vex stuff. You know, he cracks codes and stuff. The guy's a legit genius,
Okay.
and he's a warlock, which kind of makes me happy to say that because I'm warlock main, right? But then they turn him from that into what we have now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
I'm
I'm
sure
in.
the meme is going to be going around that warlocks get bombed now by Titans. So,
I'm telling you, I'm 100% because as I've told people, I've said this before. Look, I used to like the novels from Star Trek, and look, I'm not. This is important because I mean, Shadow writes fan fiction sometimes. I know a lot of people who write good fan fiction. There are people. I showed off a comic a while back on Tumblr. This comic was made by somebody who clearly loves Warframe and the Corpus. This comic is phenomenal. This comic is basically showing, we are Corpus, and it's called Children of Prophet. And it shows children in uniforms that when you look at you go, this had to have been designed by DE. It was not. But this person understood the aesthetic and the art and the appearance of the
Ethos.
corpus. It looked phenomenal, and it ended with this just phenomenal drawing of like we are the corpus, we are like the descendants of the Orokin. It was done phenomenally well. So when I say not everyone on Tumblr is a loser fanfic writer, the vast majority are. 90% of them are. But I'm telling you 100%, and if I could, I would, if gambling was not haram in Islam, and if there was a way to find out, I bet you, I would bet you $1,000. There is some woman, past or present, on the Bungie writing team. They may not be there anymore, but at one point, they fantasized / fanfic about Osiris and Saint 14. And they probably did what Chris Kindred or whatever the hell their name is from Sweet Baby Inc. said. If you don't make them gay, I'm going to the marketing team and I'm going to tell them we need a gay character. Because there are gay characters in Destiny 2. And look, they are actually done very well. It's in the comic you find out that Anna Bray was with a woman. Okay? It's not forced in your face. The same with Devram Kay. Though I still think he's more into teacups than people, but that's just me. Apparently, Americans, when they write about British characters,
I mean, I think that one is enough. I don't even really think we need. Are you trying to tell me that this is the far future where everybody
look,
is of that?
look, and then they have Maya Sanderesh and whatever her name is, and it's getting to the point where it's too many. Especially when you think about the fact that humanity's on the verge of
Too many.
no, I agree. In fact, on the contrary, I would almost say that this is going to sound controversial, right, everyone? You're going to come after me, I know, especially in June. But if I were Zavala, the head of the tower, I would be like, it's illegal because humanity's on the verge of extinction. Like, it's sort of, like I said, there was an episode.
No, Kat. No, okay, Kat, listen, but what's it, like, I don't think that kind of thing would fly in the Destiny universe. That thing would most definitely fly in the Warhammer universe, because the Warhammer universe is absolutely brutal.
Okay, maybe they wouldn't make it illegal.
You guys are procreating, I don't give a shit.
Okay, maybe they would make it... Okay,
Right,
let me correct it. Let me correct it then. They would make it illegal, but they would say that humanity's on the verge of... They would basically push for, we are on the verge of extinction, have babies. Now, they would make it illegal, but it would be like societal pressure to have children. Because humanity's... But anyway, all of that aside, all right? I agree there are far too many, but that's not the point. I am telling you from the fan fiction I read, because I've read bad fan fiction and I have read good, there is at least one writer, probably more, working on the Bungie team who came from Tumblr. Okay?
Ew.
And they fantasized...
No.
No, Tumblr. Tumblr or fanfiction.net or another Universe of Our Own, which is another fanfic website. I have no doubt about it. I 100% have no doubt about it. There is somebody there who is in 100%. 100%. And that's why they did it. And they probably threatened Bungie with, if you don't do this, I'll leak it, and they'll think you're horrible people.
No, who cares? Let them do it.
Hey,
Let them do it. I personally think that Destiny went bad when it became popular. If I'm being honest. Or if I'm being brutally honest. Destiny became bad when it became really popular.
I don't know if it is. It's
Because
even.
that's the thing. Like, every time something gets really popular, right? Every time something gets really popular, it slowly becomes bad.
No, you know why?
It does.
You want to know why? Because Destiny 2 was popular. It's become it's become less and less popular. But the other thing I bet you is the player base was the problem.
Already ruined though, Kat.
Oh,
At that
no.
point, it's already ruined now.
No, but
That's what I'm trying to say to you.
compared to now, Destiny 2 is a lot better at launch. Yeah, I get it. Compared to Destiny 1, I'm saying compared to now, where they're trying. So, because I'm telling you, everybody I knew at work was playing Destiny 2, and we're excited about it. There were displays about Destiny 2 in stores. I remember seeing it in multiple stores where they'd have displays playing the trailers for Destiny 2. It was a huge deal. There was a physical copy of Destiny 2. Destiny 2 was massive when it launched.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And the
I
problem...
freaking got that quick position so quick. I bought that shit so quick that by the time I tried to grab another one, it was gone.
Trust
And I
me.
was like, well, I'm really happy I secured one. That's why I said to myself, happy I secured that one.
Well, I
I know
told
Destiny 2 is going to be huge. Little
trust
did I
me.
know.
Trust me. I know, because I tried to get it from multiple locations. So I had it on my save list on several stores, and I ended up going with GameStop. I had to get it from GameStop. That was the only way I was going to get
Smart
it.
move, though. smart move because a lot of GameStop over the years has become unpopular, so that's a good place to go.
But
So yeah, so that was a smart move on your
But-
part.
I'm telling you. Okay. There's I think one first very, very big contributor to Destiny 2 going down. First off is the writing team, because I predicted it. I don't think you were watching my live stream at the time, but for a long time I was saying, I bet you there are more women on the writing
Remain
team.
vigilant, Guardian.
And you know what?
Be as safe as we think.
Months after I said that, we found an old article written that said that a large portion of the writing team is female. That it has become more and more female. That the writing team is no longer the same writing team as it was from the beginning of Destiny.
Cat, but these females suck though.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's
people are, you know what it is, yeah. Listen, yeah. People always have this kind of women, they don't know how to make good stories, right? And I don't really believe that that's true. I think that sometimes females can come up with good stories, but you guys definitely hired the wrong women for that kind of story. So you guys just hired women that were like from Hollywood or some shit.
No, they wrote.
You know?
No, they hired women from Tumblr. The thing is, I agree with you.
Who basically
Speak to me,
suck
not
at their job.
On top
Right.
of that, no, but
People
the
don't get hired anymore for, sorry
No,
to cut you off, Kat.
no, but the
Sorry,
thing
that's
is,
rough.
look, I'm sorry as well because we cut each other off, right? We constantly cut each other off. The argument I've
Yeah.
made, okay, first of all, look, I agree with you. Not all women are like that. As I said, I'm an exception. I like Destiny 2 because of the action, the adventure, being a hero. I don't play Destiny 2 for the emotional story, in that I don't want an emotional story. I want a story where everyone is being a hero, kicking ass and taking names. The best way to put it is this way, because stereotypes exist for a reason, right? And I've said this many, many times. You go up to your average woman, not someone like me, again, I am the exception. You go to the average woman, right? You hold up a copy of John Wick and you hold up a copy of Titanic. The vast majority of women are going to
Yes,
pick
yes, Guardian, by all
Titanic.
means. Let's get started.
because they like
Well, not these days.
no,
I'm sorry, Kat, but women these days have become hyper masculine.
no, actually no, because I have seen a lot of the ستات فاكرين نفسهم رجالة وهم أكتر
Yeah.
ستات من أنا يعني أنا more I am more leading, I am less feminine than them. And a lot of people, there are women I work with, because I work in a warehouse,
The mystery is that
who
you
are
never
less
know what
feminine
you're
than
gonna
them.
find.
No matter how much you try to, when it comes down to it, they might go online and claim to be, but the truth is, most women, the average woman, the majority of women, if you give them the choice between John Wick and Titanic, they're going
Well,
to
it all
pick.
depends on which John Wick, though.
Huh?
It all depends on which John Wick you're talking about, though.
Very curious to see what you've got for me to crack
Because
open.
one was good, but there was, I think, maybe like the third one wasn't that good.
But I'm just saying, in general, the idea isn't
I know.
It's
I know,
about
I
the
know what
emotional
you're saying.
appeal to it, right? Most women, not all of them, because again, if I were to say all women, then I would have to include myself. And I don't like emotional stories. I don't like love stories. I don't like romance stories. I have never watched Titanic. You're not going to get me to watch Titanic. I would rather watch a movie with, action.
You have seen Titanic, though, yeah?
No, I have not.
You know the story behind it.
I know the story behind it, but I've never seen the movie. I don't even
Have
know
you
this.
ever read the book?
Nope. I don't know this. All I know is there's a woman involved who falls in love with a guy from third class, and that there's some scene where he draws her naked, which I thought was
See
odd.
you alive. Go back from the hunt,
Okay.
I see.
So
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. 100%. I have never seen it. And
It's basically about like a woman having a whole toy boy kind of thing, and then he dies, and it's a story about her being depressed about him dying because like he chose to save her instead.
Yeah, apparently people say the controversy is they both should have fit on the board of wood. I don't know. I've never seen Titanic. You're never going to get me seeing Titanic. If you looked at my movie library, you'd think it's probably a guy's movie library. Look, as I said, I am the exception. Again, another way to prove it is 93% of people who play first-person shooters are guys. Okay? 93%. And you can't, like, argue that
You know what gets on my nerves, Kat? You know what really pisses me off, right? And this is what I don't like, right? Like, I don't mind women gamers. I genuinely really don't mind women gamers, right? I don't mind them at all. I think it's cool, right? But what really pisses me off is women who use gaming just to get the men.
That's what I was gonna say. As actually was I about to say.
Yeah,
you can tell I'm not one of those women because I play Destiny and other first-person shooters.
Like, I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
I don't like which is exactly why I don't like Sniper Wolf. I know people go crazy about her. Sniper Wolf, she's amazing. I can't stand her. To be honest with you, I can't stand Sniper Wolf. I can't stand the majority of these female Twitch streamers anyway.
Yes.
What's the other one? Pokemon or something like that, right?
Yes. No, and
Yeah,
I was gonna say, no, I agree with you, and I was actually gonna say, the way you know, I'm not one of those people. Long before I was live streaming, I was playing first-person shooters. Like, I played Halo. Now, keep in mind, I didn't get into first-person shooters.
I know that you're a dweeb. I know that you're a proper dweeb.
Like, I didn't get into,
that.
I got into first-person shooters entirely by chance. I had a really rough year. It's a log story what happened in 2013 and 2012 to 2013. And in 2013, I picked up my brother's copy of Halo 3 and fell in love. But I realized I had no idea what was going on. So I went back and I picked up a copy of Halo Combat Evolved for Xbox 360 and hey, Revenge of the... And first time I played it, I could not play. Like, I suck. So I actually played Halo first on easy, and then I skipped the difficulty, so I went like legendary, not legendary, I don't know. But it was not the easiest.
I know.
Yeah.
I know exactly. You know the problem is, right, with the people who don't play first-person shooters, you know what the problem is? So, one of the first problems that people come to is, like one of the first hurdles is, I can't move and look at the same time.
Oh no, that wasn't a problem for me, actually. It was just moving and aiming, it was being able to aim. But, well, honestly,
okay, so you move, look, and then aim.
I don't know. You know what? Honestly, I can't remember. I just remember that I had horrible aim and I absolutely sucked. And then I played it on easy, and then I played it more difficult. I played Halo 1, 2, and 3. And then I came across... I'm gonna go... one of these days, I'm gonna come to... Oh, you know what? You know, I may not go to Egypt this year. We don't know yet. But I might go to Egypt next year. And on my way, I'm stopping by England with a big stick. And I'm gonna smack you in your head. I'm gonna keep track of how many times I need to smack you. So I should make a list of...
I'm really gonna give you my, address. Come on.
I will find you. I will find you.
You're not gonna find me.
I will find you. I will find you. I will find you.
England's a big place.
Not it. Oh, compared to America?
Yeah, but look, hold on. Think about, America is, right? America, yes, indeed, is huge, right?
Yes.
You have to understand that the majority of America is just empty spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. England ain't like that. England is probably more like Japan. It's like a tiny island. Oh, it's a tiny island. There's like 5 people. No, there's 15,000 people living in a tiny little spot that you're looking at there.
Don't worry, I will figure it out. I will figure it
You
out.
ain't gonna find shit.
Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, I will find you. I will find you, and I will
find nothing. You wish. You wish. But yeah, so...
No, but you can look at me, and there are a lot of first-person shooters I don't play on live stream. Why? Because I don't, you know what? I don't care. It's not like I do it to impress guys. All right, sometimes I will live stream something to show off, but I've played Doom Eternal, Borderlands, all of the Borderlands games. I have the Platinum Trophy. Yeah, did you know that? I have the Platinum Trophy in Borderlands 3, and I never live streamed that. So you can't be like, oh well, you do it just to get to guys. No, I've played far more off of stream than on stream, and really honestly, so yeah, I'm with you on
But
that.
that's what I'm saying, though.
I'm
That's
not
what
one
I'm
of
saying about, like,
I'm not one of
these,
those women.
like, the majority of like the women who do that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, they've always got the camera on. They've
Yeah.
always got cleavage showing.
Yeah,
They've always got some kind of stupid tattoo around their arm or their shoulder blade or some nonsense
Yeah.
like that. It's like, listen, love, I'm here to see the game. I don't. But
yeah,
but see, the thing is that like, I'm not even angry at her. I'm angry at the cucks who give her the views and the constant donations. And,
yeah,
Because men, there's a lot of weak men, you know. Like there's a lot of them that just think, oh, she likes games. Oh, she's gonna read my message. It's like, you that sad? Are you really that sad, dude?
yeah.
Come on, man. Like, she doesn't give a shit about you, dude. She just wants your donations, dude.
Yeah. No,
You
but
know?
but
It's
then
like,
I mean, look at
come
me.
on,
Like I
like-
said, look at me. You can say I 100% do not go along with that. All right, you can tell. You just one look at me. I mean, yeah. The only reason I have a camera going is because according to a video I watched, like when I first started live streaming, they're like, we recommend you put a camera because it makes you look more like personable. People can see you and they will relate to you more. But
Well, you've got okay, cat, right? But your camera is like a tiny little
Yeah.
like screen on like the corner of your thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, have you seen some of these Twitch streamers?
Yeah.
It's like a huge screen, and they're like, "Hi, look at me," and
Oh.
they're sitting on it, drinking the you know, they're like, what's that tea with the bubbles in it? I can't remember what it's called. I don't know.
oh god,
Yeah,
I still gotta do Witch Queen on my Titan.
You know, like the whole what's it called, bubble tea or whatever.
No, well,
You know, just basically do some nonsense like, oh, look at me. I mean, like, if you go on Twitch now, right? I'm telling you right now, okay? If you go on Twitch now, like, all you get shown is women doing
Hot
AMSR, whatever it's
oh
called,
yeah,
right?
ASMR,
What you
or
get
you
shown.
see women in hot tubs, yeah. No, there was someone who actually posted a joke a while back, and then they took it down because they were a bunch of cowards, all right? Where they showed women streamers versus man streamers, and it showed a woman streamer where the game is in a teeny tiny window, and the woman is like taking up more than half the screen. And they show guy streamers where it's like you got the game taking up the majority, and the guy's picture's tiny in the screen. I'm like, okay, well then I guess, oops, because yeah, when I do have a picture up, you can
But
barely
it-
see it.
If a cat, like, the amount of cuss that go flooding towards her views, though, it just makes me sick. It basically turns out that Sniper wasn't even that good at Destiny. It was her boyfriend or something like
Yeah.
that who was playing the game, and
Yeah.
she was just like the
Pretender.
camera candy, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
holding like a controller in her. Because the thing is, yeah, the camera didn't even point to her hand, so you
Yeah.
could see her controller. It didn't even point to her controller. You know,
Yeah.
people were too busy staring at her
Her ass.
cleavage and looking at her face. Yeah.
Yeah.
To even actually know. Come on. There is. Listen. I'm not trying to say that hot female gamers that are actually good really exist. But what are the chances of someone being?
Oh, I mean,
pretty?
hey, you just haven't. I'm drop dead gorgeous.
I know that.
I'm
know that,
joking,
but you're
I'm
like,
joking.
You know, you're like a really rare kind of thing. Listen, the population is not that common to have really good drop dead, you know, gorgeous female gamers who
Nah.
are really good at games.
I'm joking, by the way. I would not call myself drop dead gorgeous. I'm actually a sane person who would not call myself a 10 or any of that
You
nonsense.
said it. You said it already. You can't take it back, right? Anyway, okay. What are the chances of that being like an actual thing? Come on. Come on. That's basically like you. That's basically, Cat, right? Like me telling you that every person who plays Warhammer is like Henry Cavill. Piss off. Piss off. It's not true. Henry Cavill is a rarity kind of dude. You know, good looking, looks after himself, rich, and he's also a nerd. Yeah? That kind of thing is not like a normal thing. Sorry, I don't know where you're from, but it's not a normal thing.
Hey, wait, can I just say thank you, Revenge of the
Okay.
Netherrealm. Revenge of the Netherrealm says I'm gorgeous, so thank you for that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Netherrealm,
one
yeah,
sec.
you see?
Wait,
You
one
tried to
sec.
change Diablo, didn't you?
Wait, Terminator Resistance. Is that a good game? Because I've seen there's a physical copy of it, and I'm it's Terminator. I just picked up, by the way, the Jurassic Park 7-game classic collection for Switch. But
What? Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park
What
is
are you doing?
dinosaurs. It's June, and June is dinosaur month. Okay? Dinosaurs.
What are you doing to me?
Dinosaurs.
You carry on, and I'm gonna hit the unsubscribe button.
Dinosaurs. It's June. You know
Dinosaurs.
what June is?
I
June
don't care. I don't care. Of course I know what June is.
It's dinosaur
June.
month.
Born in June.
It's a
I was born in June.
June is dinosaur month.
It was the best month ever now, but now that you told me it's the flipping
What would you rather have?
month thing.
What,
now.
hey, no. We are canceling Pride Month. It is dinosaur month. Oh, wait.
It's my birthday month.
Dinosaur month.
Actually.
And your birthday month, but dinosaur month. No, but that's
Birthday
when.
month.
But you want to know what's hilarious? So, like I said, I follow a bunch of voice actors.
Month?
Pride Month is just ridiculous at this point. Anybody who thinks we need this, I mean, come on. The fact that a bunch of teenage kids, it just is a great game. Like, it gives you everything you want, especially if you're a diehard. Ooh, okay. I gotta get that one too. No. You know what's so hilarious? So, like I said, I follow several voice. Look, if I like a character, all right, I'm gonna find out who the voice actor is. I'm gonna send them gonna find them on Twitter and say, hey, you did a great job with. So, like I did that with the character, you don't know her, but Vala Glarios in Warframe. I think she's also the one who sang the song.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I found her on Twitter. I'm like, hey, I really liked you as Vala Glarios. I did that with Visa. I said, hey, Visa, you did a great job as Visa.
You say Visa. Guys, she says Visa in every stream.
No, well,
See, she done it this time.
I didn't actually look. I only did that though on purpose. Look, I was asked because he's another one of the voice actors I followed. There's a bunch of them. I've been trying to find out who did a lot of more of the Warframe stuff because I feel like these voice actors don't get a lot of credit. So one of the voice actors I follow, this is hilarious because Cloudfish TV has been saying this for years. Remember the whole thing where it's like, if you're white, you can't voice Cloudfish TV. It's a YouTube channel. They're actually really good. Yeah, it's a guy named Neon and his wife Geeky Sparkles. They're really good. They're one of
Neon.
Neon.
Oh, yeah. Is he the guy who wears like glasses, like a real dweeb?
I don't know. I know he has a cartoon on Clownfish TV. So they have another channel called like D-Res, but on Clownfish TV they have little cartoon avatars. They're one of the few YouTube channels where I've actually bought their merch. So I have their stuffed clownfish. I have their.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they were talking.
I didn't think that was your thing. I didn't think you were one of those kind of people.
Normally I don't, but I really do like Clownfish TV. They used to work for they used to be like a media. They used to cover Disney, and they were on the Disney media list. But now they're like talking out about a lot of stuff. And at one point they were pointing out. So remember the whole controversy about voice actors, right? And how voice actors cannot voice. If you're black, you can't voice a white character. If you're white. So I just saw someone, I swear, this is so funny, and I have not responded to this person. I'm so tempted to respond and tell him, Habibi, we warned you. This person is, so she's a trans man, right? Going on complaining about how, oh my God, I can't get any voice jobs. Nobody's hiring me unless it's for a trans role, right? And I'm like, and it's like, I want regular roles. I'm tired of being called back just for trans roles. I'm like, Habibi, we warned you. We told you this is going to happen.
You are a trans, though.
No,
That's what you are, though.
No, but the person wants more roles than trans roles because, especially.
Guess what? Cat. They're a trans voice actor, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you get trans voice acting jobs. That's like me saying I'm I don't know, I'm like a British voice actor. However, why do I keep getting job opportunities where I only play the British actor?
Because if you're a very if you're very good, so the controversy was a lot of white.
No, sorry.
No, wait, let me finish.
Yeah,
So,
sorry.
so a lot of white voice actors actually quit their job because they were voicing black characters. The thing is, if you are a good voice actor, so if you are a very good voice actor, you can do multiple good accents. Like, for example, Vsauce's voice actor, you would not know it, is actually trans. But because the testosterone lowers their voice so much after a couple of years, you wouldn't know it. So they're saying they want men's roles. It's like, yes, but what I'm saying is funny about the whole thing is we warned them. We said, okay, if white people can't voice black people, then the opposite is going to happen too, which is that black people can't voice white people. Trans people can't voice men, just as men can't voice trans people. Straight can't. It's like the whole point of being if you're a really good voice actor, like Nolan North, you would be surprised, like, just how well Nolan North can voice. A good voice actor can actually have a very wide, seriously, Nolan North will blow your mind. Like, Nolan North is the voice of Ghost. He is the voice. He voices so many.
Makes them think. But you know what you have to think about here is that you need to think about the fact that why would they go for Peter Dinklage other than having a dig at Peter Dinklage for being a midget?
I think it's because of the name. He was known for, because you notice one of the things that.
No, Cat, come on.
No, because think about it. Look at all the people who are voicing.
Peter Dinklage was obviously picked because number one, he's a midget, and your Ghost is basically a midget.
I don't think they would. Nah. I think it was the name.
I think they went for though.
Remember?
That's what I personally think that they went for.
No.
I'm not moving over, but I think they went for that.
No, I genuinely think they went for. It was during the time when because Nolan North himself said the reason that they stopped Peter Dinklage was because of game. He had name recognition from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And so look at who's voicing in Destiny, original Destiny. You have Bill Nye. You have
Okay, but why did he leave then?
because he was recording he
Why
probably
is it such a bad job?
okay, he did a bad job. Okay, because I looked into this
Really bad job.
because
Sorry,
I
but
wait.
really
Okay,
bad
wait. All right, listen, just wait. Okay, one.
job.
A. Okay.
Sorry, go on.
Okay, no, because Ghost, Nolan North, and Ghost is my favorite character. So I listened to a lot of interviews by Ghost, by Nolan North, and he brought it up. He said the reason, the reason that Peter Dinklage was replaced by him was because he would be recording Game of Thrones in Ireland. In order for them to randomly need to record more lines, he would have to fly from Ireland all the way to Washington. Or, it was very difficult. So they realized that the scheduling was very, very difficult. You know.
Cat, come on, with the power of the internet and all that kind of shit.
Again, yes. Keep in
You
mind,
really tell me
yes.
that you need to go
Okay.
to a particular studio just to do voice acting.
Keep in mind, yes. Keep in mind, this was in 2013. On top of that, no, it's.
Still good.
They said it was either he had to fly to Washington or he had to drive all the way down in England to a special spot with a recording studio because it's not that easy. As I said, I follow, and I hate to bring up his name, but this is one of the more active voice actors I follow on Twitter, Vsauce's voice actor. And Vsauce's voice actor voices from home, okay? They have to build a whole setup because I remember at one point saying that they needed more noise canceling because you could tell, you need a very high quality microphone, and you need to make sure that the room doesn't have an echo and it doesn't you're not catching sounds from outside. So the higher the quality of your microphone, the more likely you're going to pick up the neighbor yelling across the street. So it's not that easy. No, but so they're like, in order for Peter Dinklage to voice Ghost, and you know how they would randomly want to add more lines, he would have to, I think it was either he had to drive all the way down, like 4 hours or something, to get to a recording booth in the middle of doing Game of Thrones, or he had to fly. I think he had to fly. So they were like, it's a lot easier to get Nolan North. There was no controversy. It was because Peter Dinklage was extremely busy, and that's why also Nolan North voiced Cade Six in Forsaken, because Nathan Fillion was recording The Rookie. He was also executive producer on The Rookie. You can say it's easier now, but you need several days to go out there, and he couldn't do it. So that's why The Rookie.
The
Yes.
talk show.
Yes. Nathan Fillion was making that show. Now the show, I don't think it's on anymore, so they could bring back Nathan Fillion to voice Cade, because Nolan North was in an interview, because I didn't even know he did Cade in Forsaken, and he's like, I don't want to replace Cade. He's like, if they ever told me, no, because he did a very, very good job of it. He actually did a good job. It's not like the voice actor who does Zavala. I'm sorry, the voice actor who does Zavala now is no Lance Reddick. You probably could have found someone who does it
I
better.
know.
Yes, but
You see, this goes back to what I was telling you before, though. How you can't replace someone like Lance.
no,
It's
you
not
can't.
the same anymore now.
No, you can if you get someone who imitates him. You can if you get, like I said,
But Kat, come on. I mean, like, he's got such a unique voice. We've been hearing him for so long. We've been
again,
hearing him for so long.
they
It's
have.
hard for you to change that.
No, because I said that's what I'm saying. That's one of the other things I think that why voice acting is going to okay. A very good. I mean, Nathan Fillion and Nolan North. Did you hear any differences between Nolan North as Cade? Did he stand out?
Not really.
No, because Nolan North is a phenomenal voice actor. There are YouTube videos where he randomly just switches to ridiculously high-pitched characters. Logovich, he does numerous accents. He is phenomenal. You get a very good... He is! No, Nolan North is one of the best. He's the one who put voice acting on the map. He does a phenomenal job. Nolan North is phenomenal. They could have gotten someone who could imitate Lance Reddick. If they really tried, they could have, but they didn't put.
But who cares? Who?
I don't know. They probably could have found a nobody. People have pointed. You can find someone who can imitate.
Who in the chat knows of any other actor who sounds like Lance Reddick?
No, but the thing is that the reason it doesn't matter. You may not know anybody who does. What I'm saying is, you get a whole bunch of. You might find someone random. You'd be surprised how people can.
You know what it is, Kat, right? Listen, and I'm sorry to cut you off a bit, sweetheart, yeah? You know how. I'm sure you're familiar with Metal Gear Solid, right?
Yes.
I'm sure you know what I'm talking about when I say Metal Gear Solid, yeah?
Yes.
So you know the voice actor for Solid Snake, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. The voice actor for Solid Snake is someone called David Hayter, yeah? That dude's voice is, for me, is always Solid Snake. Always. And his dad, Big Boss, right, is also David Hayter.
Yeah.
When they got rid of him for Metal Gear Solid 5, that game, for me, I lost all interest in it.
The thing
They
is,
brought in some next guy, right? Hold on. They brought in some next guy, right? And now, I really didn't want to play even more, especially when I found out that Konami was screwing the David Hayter guy out of his royalties. They're basically telling him, nah, dude, get out.
now that's a good reason, but to say that, look, if you put enough effort into it, you can find someone who can imitate, because they have to do that. Think about it. Mickey Mouse is not this. Because I just wanted to take a break from Final Shape, and so I'm on my Titan and I'm doing Witch Queen. But honestly, I don't even remember. I don't even know what I'm doing with my Titan because I have not run Titan in a long time, so I have no idea what I'm doing. But but I'm saying if you really wanted to, you could find someone who could imitate the voice. It doesn't have to be a celebrity. The problem is, I bet you Bungie did not take the time to find someone who could imitate a good if you wanted to, you definitely could find someone who could at least get it closer. I mean, come on, Nolan North was able to do Cade.
Well, you want something funny, Kat?
Yeah?
You wanna laugh?
Yes, please.
So, the Tower Zavala has still got Lance Riddick twice.
Good. No, but
That's not good. It's not good at all. If you want us to, like, accept this new guy,
yeah, yeah, you're right.
right? If you want us to, like, accept this new guy,
You gotta
then
replace
you
all.
need to get him to say every one of Zavala's lines.
Yeah, it would have been like if you yeah. So that's but you're right. No, you're right. It's sort of like if they hadn't replaced Nolan North with Peter Dinklage with Nolan North when yeah. No, that actually makes sense. All right. No, you're right.
Kat, you can do it right now. Go to the tower right now,
I
and
can't.
you can hear Lance's voice.
But no, you're right. That doesn't make sense. But I just find it hilarious that this guy, girl, guy, whatever you want to call him, I'm just gonna be nice. I'll say guy, right? Is complaining that they can't get voice acting jobs and it's like we warned you, we told you.
You know what it is, Kat? I'm just. It seems these days that society is just people complaining about
Yes.
unfairness, and I've had enough of it. To be honest, I've had enough of it. Everyone complains about something. Motherfucker, your job is to speak, and you're complaining. Your job is to speak.
Oh
and
no,
your job is complaining.
this person, like, look, first of all,
Come on, dude,
no.
What kind of job is that? I'll flipping take that job if I'm just speaking and then you complain.
No, but on top of that, no, wait, no. First of all,
No, Kat, hold on. I'm sorry, right? But there's people like you, right, who really sweat their ass off, right?
No.
Picking up shit, organizing shit, and doing all this kind of stuff, and you're getting way less money than this trans person who sits around speaking.
No, you don't understand
you know?
how much
And it's
worse
like-
it is.
It's like, why the...
No, but you don't
Yeah.
understand. You don't understand how much worse it is. First of all, you wanted to use your status to get jobs. So why did you even put it down? Because I was gonna ask, why don't you just say you're a guy? Because you want to use your trans status to get more jobs. All right, and it's not working out now because but you wanted to use it like your minority status to take advantage of things, right? So first of all, yeah, now you're stuck. You initially put down your trans status on your application because you thought it would get you more jobs. Now you're realizing it's not. But on top of that, I follow this person, right? Constantly begging for money. Constantly. It's like, dude, I'm sorry. Get a job. Get a job. No, it's like, I'm not getting enough money from my voice. This is the person who lied and said that they needed hundreds of dollars for an Apple Pencil. This one really pissed me off. This really pissed me off because this was disgusting. All right, because the person goes online, it's like, I need a new Apple Pencil. My Apple Pencil broke. I need hundreds of dollars. My response? I went on to Best Buy Canada and sent them a picture, a screenshot with how much a Apple Pencil costs. It's less than $100. So you're lying to people, and this person is still like.
Yeah, but they've got attitude though. But they've got real attitude. Yeah, you don't feel like you give them money, like on their chats and stuff. Some of them don't appreciate you at all.
No,
Some of them don't even give like a shout out. They're just like, oh yeah, $2, yeah.
No, but this person on top of that, no, you know, this person in particular, because they were on a show, you know, The Dragon Prince, which apparently was a big deal at one point, not anymore.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard of the Dragon.
I think it looks like garbage, but then I think it looks like girly ass Tumblr fanfic made into a cartoon. But that's just me. No, but
to be honest, it sounds like that.
yes, but the thing is, okay, my issue is, okay, this person at one point was like, if I can't spew my political beliefs, if the job I have doesn't agree with my politics, I don't want the job. And then you're begging online for money, you little shit. If you really think my job, I agree with all the politics of my job. I know what this stuff my job does, that if I said out loud, you know, people would be like, oh my god. But no, you You entitled little brat. You go online. You're like 24 years old. You go online. You talk about how I can't. Yeah. You're like, I can't get jobs now because I used my trans status to try and get jobs, and now nobody wants to hire me because there are no trans jobs. All right. And then you beg for money, and then you go, well, if my job doesn't.
What's he talking about? Tend to like apply for Starbucks. They go for that kind of stuff now.
It's like, are you pathetic little baby? Get a job. I worked my ass off. I mean, the number of times I have seen this person beg for money. And this is my coffee. Give me money. This is, I found out I have this and I need to go to the doctor more. So give me money for the transportation to the doctor. No, you kid. If voice acting isn't getting you enough money, you're living, then, you know.
Yeah.
Get
Don't
a...
savage. Don't savage.
No, no, they don't. They don't.
Sorry.
No, well, the thing is, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's like, okay, I'm going to use my minority status to give me an advantage. Okay, but then now, nope. First of all, I hate to break it to you. One of the careers I would not go into, it's going to sound hard, is voice acting. You are out of your mind. You're gonna go into voice acting.
I would do it, Kat. Listen, Kat. Like, I mean,
on the side.
Like, I would I would do it, but I would also do like other things.
Yes.
Like, because like I wouldn't 100% say my job is to only speak, and I would be really privileged if I could cover my rent and everything like that just by speaking. I would be so grateful. I wouldn't be going online and actually complaining about it. Like, even if I was only getting minimum wage for my voice, I'd still be like, it's still better than most. It's still better than most. I'll take it. You know, if it's minimum wage and all I'm doing is talking, I am so there. I am so there. Just tell me where to sign and I'll do it. I'm not saying stupid things, but.
No, I understand. People find themselves in financially difficult situations. I get it. There was somebody who I did share their GoFundMe. I don't think it did very well. Someone who genuinely was in a bad situation where, like, they had a storm and their insurance didn't cover it, and, like, a serious, genuine, difficult situation, all right? Full-time worker, someone who works hard, family, kids, I get it. But if you're a spoiled, entitled brat who goes online and tells your followers, who happen to be fans of a show, right? Give me hundreds of dollars for an Apple Pencil. You've lost me. You're a liar. You think, okay, you're young. You're.
Yeah. I've seen people who stream games. Yeah. I've seen people who stream games. Okay. And they say to their fan base, if you guys want me to play this game, you guys need to buy it from me. Otherwise, I'm not going to play it. I've seen Twitch streamers actually say that, and then that's when I said, you know what, I'm gonna uninstall Twitch. I'm not interested anymore, because either it's these little women who just want to show off their like assets and they don't even really give a shit about the actual game or whatever, right? Or it's entitled douche nozzles who just want to say, you want me to review a game, buy it for me. Like, you entitled piece of shit. How about you buy it yourself, dude? Right? How about you buy it yourself? Because it's an investment. If your job is to Twitch stream, right? It's an investment for you to buy these games.
Yes.
How dare you go up to people and tell them to actually pay for your stuff? All those people, and this is what really winds me up the most, Kat, right? Is the most people who give like the donations and stuff are genuinely hardworking people.
Yes.
They like really sweat. And like your blood, sweat, and tears goes into the money that they actually make.
Yeah.
And yet, they basically give it to these Twitch streamers because it really is not their fault, bless them. It's because they're lonely. Because their lives are hard. So they're lonely. So they go online and they see their favorite Twitch streamer or whatever, and they say, yeah, I'm gonna give that person money because I genuinely like them. And like, I can understand if like the actual streamer is like a really nice person and they appreciate, but the majority aren't. The majority are scumbags who just look at you like you're just money to them. Well, yeah, I'm just doing this for a job, you know. Oh yeah, thanks GX89 for the $150. Thank you very much. Motherfucker, that's all you're gonna say? Someone just give you $150. Someone just give you $150 and you give them 1 cent. That's it. I'm done, Kat. I'm done with Twitch. I'm done with these like online, people. They don't even know what it means to actually be like an actual like gamer anymore.
No,
They don't.
no, they don't. No, they don't. But I mean, at least be honest. I mean, the thing that really just pissed me off about it was I need hundreds of dollars to buy an Apple Pencil. Dude!
No, you don't, motherfucker. You need to go to a shop and buy a real pencil and draw on real paper, you scumbag. And send it back. That's like $1.
I mean,
It's like
look,
$5 max.
like, I mean, look, even if you were genuinely you know how I know you're not genuine? Because if you were genuine, you'd be like, it's $100 for an Apple Pencil. I need help. I can't afford it. All right? Look, honestly, personally, like I said, I mean, get a job. You think you can sit at home and, I hate to say this, voice act.
Whatever that giant
And you don't think you have to get another job? Fine. But at least don't lie about it like that. That pissed me the hell off. You lie.
It's such a privilege. Because
Yes.
you don't even have to get like a really good job. You could just get a crap job because you know that your other job is basically covering your rent and stuff. So you don't even have to worry about getting a job that earns 45 grand or whatever. Because you've got a job where you're just speaking, that's basically bringing in 3/4 of your rent.
Well,
So you ain't even got to worry about,
We're supposed to be
yeah, I
pleased.
mean, why don't you get like a
They're powerful.
job in McDonald's then to kind of like humble yourself? Because you might as well.
no, but I
You
said
know?
it. I mean, even I get it. It's not easy. It's you have to get auditions and stuff. I get it, but it just you think that we have to because I mean I just
You can do the thing though, Kat, in the beginning, right? Because there's, like, I don't know if you know about Newgrounds, right? Newgrounds.com. Like, I don't know if you know about that, right? But
No.
people basically used to use that website for like a lot of free services, right? And they were using it as like a kind of promotional thing. So like, if you were good at like animation, or if you were good at voice acting, or if you had any kind of talent at all that like involves video games or like art and stuff like that, you'd basically go onto that website and then you'd like upload something, right? And then if it got a lot of views, then you'd actually get contacted by people who make real money and tell you, hey, dude, we need someone for this job. You think you can do it?
Look.
Oh, great. Well, we can bring you in for an interview. Okay, that's fine.
No, but the thing is,
You know,
look. I get it. All right, look. I get it. Okay, you want to be. Look, you're underestimating how difficult it is. It isn't easy to do voice acting. Yeah, I get what you're saying about that. But to audition, it's like being an actor, right? You need to audition. You need to send out your tape. You need to have a good setup so that your audio comes out correct. I get it. But if you are so financially, you're not getting enough jobs, right, to afford being a voice actor. And I hate to break it, you're not paying attention to the news going on in the world, right? Voice acting, Hollywood is shrinking, all right? There are going to be a lot less jobs in the voice acting area. This is just reality. I know you don't want to hear it, all right? Get a second job. Get a part-time job, but to go online and not only that,
Always
but
have a plan B.
yes, but
You should always be having a
yes.
plan.
I mean, I don't want to
right?
diminish. I don't want to diminish the difficulty in getting voice acting gigs. It's not that easy. It's not like you're making a lot of money. I get it. Okay, like I said, it's not that easy. But at the same time, okay. And not only that, you're going online to beg. Like I swear, someone is begging for like transportation money. And it's like, it's not it's like, get a job then. Get a job. To go on and to lie about it. To go online and say, I need hundreds of dollars to get an app. That really pissed me off. That one was flat out lying. Because you're like, I need hundreds of dollars to get an Apple Pencil. No. At the very least, if you're going to go online and grift out of people, if you're at the very least, all right, I'm just to be generous, at the very least, if you're going to go online and grift for money, be honest about it, all right? But no, you come online, you lie to
That's what they
people,
are. Yeah.
and
That is exactly what they are. A bunch of grifters. That's exactly what they are.
and
Just grifters.
I mean, like,
No.
I
Because
just-
they all want to be. They basically all want to be like those Hollywood actors and stuff like that, you know, and
I mean,
basically think that they're better than like other people. That's
I mean,
basically what it is about, to be honest.
the thing is also like, okay, look, like I said, I wanted to invite Viso's voice actor on my YouTube channel, right? Because this was someone who you can tell actually did work really hard at trying to be a voice actor, right? This is someone who clearly, like, is constantly getting jobs, okay? The reason isn't because he's trans. It's because this is someone who, if you follow them, the majority of the time, when they post something, it's someone who genuinely cares about voice acting. Goes out of their way. It's like trying to find goes out of their way to find jobs, right? But but this other person, when they're like, oh well, I can't, you know, it's like, dude, you used your status, like, I mean, that would be like me going and saying, well, I'm a Muslim, I should get this job. It's like, I don't know, I found it hilarious to be like, look, we warned you this was going to happen. We warned you. We said that when you started telling people that only a minority can do this voice role, right? That it's going to come and bite you. I mean, Clownfish TV literally said that. They said, okay, because what's his name? Neil Patrick Harris is actually gay, and he's known for playing straight characters. The guy who does,
Is he?
yes! The guy who does, Before I Met Your Mother?
Starship Troopers.
Yes, Starship Troopers, yes, he's gay. And he's well known for playing.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea. I
Most
did
people
not know
don't.
that.
Most people don't know that. So even he
I
and
did not know that.
Ian
I thought
McKellen.
He kept on the low, didn't he?
But
I wonder why.
no, but it's not. It's been known for years. Another person is the guy who plays Gandalf, and they're like, it's called acting.
I didn't know.
Yes,
didn't know.
most
Well,
people.
no, like even. Wait, hold on. Even the guy who plays
Sagira.
X-Men, right? Professor Xavier, whatever.
Yeah, that's Ian McKellen.
Right, what-
Yeah, that's Ian McKellen. Yes.
yeah,
And so he's
yeah,
like,
he's gay as well, right?
yeah, and he said he's like, if straight people can't play gay characters, well then you're saying that me as a, this gay guy, I can't play straight characters. Like Neil Patrick Harris is known for playing womanizing male characters who are straight. It's like, so you're saying, it's like, so what's his name? Clownfish TV warned. They said if you say only a black person can voice a black character, then the reverse is going to happen as well. So this person is going on about how, oh, well, they're only giving me trans roles. It's like, dude, we warned you. You used your minority status to try and get jobs, and now it's not working. Your
He's
job.
an appointment with Dr. Bob.
Oh, by the way, so, all right. So I actually made a character, okay? So his name, all right. So his name is actually Robert. His name is Andrew Robert McCain. All right, but everybody calls him Drew Bob. So because I had this idea about what if you were to take modern medicine and combine it with folklore, so like vampirism and stuff like that. Because I always thought it would be hilarious if like you go into a doctor's office and the doctor says, we need to exhume the corpse, remove the heart, cut off the head, and burn the corpse. I thought that would be hilarious. So I created 2 doctor characters for it.
And the corpus.
They're not corpus, actually. They're just normal. So the first one is he's 56. His name is Andrew Robert McCain, but everyone calls him Dr. Bob or Drew Bob. So he asked him, he's like, why are you called Drew Bob? He's like, because my name is Robert. Is Andrew Robert.
Yeah, exactly. Because, and I didn't actually know this, because I'm probably like retarded, right? But a short way to say Robert is actually to say Bob.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So his name
I had no
is
idea.
Andrew Robert McCain, and for some reason everyone just called him Drew Bob. So it's like they call me Dr. Bob or they call me Drew Bob. It's like
Drew
because.
Bob.
But then his friend, so I went on Twitter and I'm like, who is the doctor least likely to fight vampires? Because I wanted to. his friend, the person who works with him on the whole thing, to be the type of doctor when people go, you're this. That doesn't make sense. So according to my poll, plastic surgeons are the least likely to fight vampires. I'm sorry, plastic surgeons, but you are not kick-ass vampire hunters. So I have,
Why not?
I don't know. There's just something apparently about plastic surgeons that says I can't fight vampires.
I think what Red Bull taught us is that anybody can fight vampires.
Yeah, but apparently not plastic surgeons. So plastic surgeons, I have bad news for you. You suck at vampires.
These are people too.
Plastic surgeons are not people anymore. They can't fight vampires. I'm sorry, plastic surgeons, but apparently, look, the public has spoken, and yeah, you can't fight vampires. You're not kick-ass when it comes to fighting vampires. So I came, yeah. No, but I was gonna say the reason I asked that was because I wanted to make a character who is a vampire hunter, but nobody thinks it. So his name is Philip James Hansen. His nickname is Pip because his sister used to call him Pip, and he's a plastic surgeon who gets dragged into things. He's 32, and yeah. And look, I'm still coming up with the ideas, but the idea is his sister.
Where can people read all this stuff?
I'm still working on it in my head. I'm still working. I created the. I used.
You do like a lot of other stuff though, don't you? You do like a lot of writing stuff.
Yeah.
So where can we find this?
I don't know yet. I haven't written it down. All I did was use AI to create Drew Bob and Philip Hansen. On top of that,
Well, you don't have like a website?
nope. I
Like
just
an
I
archive that
look.
you can read this stuff?
I just came up with it on a whim. I'm like, okay, so Drew Bob.
No, Cat, hold on.
Yeah?
What about this other stuff that you've been writing about Viso and
Oh, that was on my Reddit,
like?
and I also in my
Okay.
community tab. But no, but with
Okay.
the Drew Bob, that just came up on a whim.
Okay, so it's your Reddit then, yeah?
But
That's what it.
yeah.
That's what people can go and see that stuff if they want.
But I used the AI in ChatGPT, which was a pain in the butt because Philip Hansen, his sister. Okay, so his sister, you know about the whole, I got the idea from the whole Pfizer going on stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, his sister was attacked by werewolves and became a werewolf. And so they used her in a drug trial and it didn't go well. And it was supposed to control her lycanthropy, her becoming a werewolf. Instead, it made her randomly, outside of the full moon, go all werewolf, and she attacked him. So he's a plastic surgeon with massive scars on his arms and chest from when his sister attacked him. So I'm telling the AI that he has scars from a werewolf, but he's not a werewolf. And he keeps turning him into a werewolf, like signs of him being a werewolf. I'm like, he's not a werewolf. He's thin.
Yeah.
He's thin. He has scars, but he's not a werewolf.
Yeah, but then again, I think even Wolverine was quite thin, wasn't he?
Well, Philip Hansen is, his sister is crazy. So his sister, after the drug trial, when she was like 15, he was like 7 and she was 15, it basically broke her brain. So like she has good days and bad days where she goes into werewolf mode, right? And so, look, I'm still coming up with random ideas.
There's good days and bad days where she turns into werewolf.
Well, but she doesn't, she like acts werewolfy. Then during the full moon, she goes full werewolf. So,
She acts werewolfy.
I don't know. So I could see so Drew Bob at one point says to him, "Why did you become a plastic surgeon?" He's like I have these hilarious. The problem is I need to know how doctors talk to each other. So like, do other doctors look down and like at one point I have them. I'm still coming up with ideas. Yeah.
Go to a hospital
Yeah.
and observe.
Like, for example, at one point I have, Drew Bob is basically focused, it was originally a GP who then started focusing on werewolfism and stuff like that. Hansen just got dragged along, and so at one point, like I said, I have random scenes in my head right now, and at one point Drew Bob turns to him and says, and like they've been fighting vampires or something, and he's like, I had surgery tomorrow! Because he's a plastic surgeon, and Drew Bob turns to him and says, oh no, some poor woman isn't going to get her boob job. And he looks at him and says, shut up. It's like, why did you... So
you're basically talking about a show where doctors...
No, well, right now, it's 2 doctors. So right now, so my idea is, what if folklore, like vampirism and stuff like that, was commonplace? So like, you contact, but it's like generally accepted. Like, it's like, okay, I'm doing horrible at Destiny right now. So what I'm saying is, like, for example, you contact your health insurance and it's like, does my health insurance cover my lycanthropy medication? Or, like, you go into a hospital, right? And they're like, there's been a tuberculosis outbreak. And it's like, that means vampires. So you have a whole, like, the medical field surrounding folklore. So, like, you have doctors looking into how vampire blood can be used to extend their life and stuff. So, like, his...
So, like, essentially, what you're talking about is a show that's an amalgamation of House,
ER, and Supernatural.
House, and maybe a little bit of Twilight in there as well. I don't know.
No, no Twilight, because there's not sexy vampires.
Well, I mean, you know, just because you don't find the guy sexy doesn't mean he's not sexy, though, right?
No, I'm not going for the twinkly, sparkly vampires. I'm going for the, But yeah, maybe, like, look, I only have 2 main characters right now. Oh, by the way, they're both... Wait, by the way, Drew Bob and Philip Hansen are both straight white men.
Hey, but there was like vampires in Twilight. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
You didn't even know that.
Because I never watched Twilight!
Listen, like,
I am
was married
so-
before, so I saw all of them.
I am doing so bad because I'm not even
Not
paying
my choice.
attention. I am so sorry for you. Oh my...
my choice.
I am so sorry.
I saw all of them. And that's
Oh my god!
There was like African vampires, and then there was like Arab vampires, and then there was one from like old England and stuff, still kind of roaming the streets and stuff. And then, you know, they basically brought them all from like all different parts of the world to fight like the triads or like the something. I think like there was like a head vampire or something. There was a head vampire, like a head vampire gang, and stuff like that. So I don't know how. I think maybe like the start of the show.
Look, I still have... Yeah, like I said, I still haven't figured out yet how the vampires or any of that. All I know is I have what if like stuff like that became mainstream, and you know, the main characters are a plastic surgeon named Philip Hansen and a general practitioner who turned into a special... Oh, Drew Bob's wife. So Drew Bob, because I like the idea, because always, you usually, the main characters are usually young, right? So Drew Bob is in his 50s. His wife was like kidnapped by vampires or something because he started to get in on them and they got tired of him like going after them. I still don't know what vampires are like, or even the real idea of lycanthropy. I said all I have are the 2 main characters, 2 straight white men, one named Andrew Robert McCain, I know.
Straight white men?
Yes,
Oh,
the
God,
other,
what are you doing?
and the other is Philip James Hansen, a plastic surgeon who, but like,
Yes, I got-
so,
right.
so like, no, but like for example, I'm still not sure. Like for example, like I said, would a regular doc, like a GP, turn to a plastic surgeon and be like, "Oh joy, so a woman isn't gonna get her boo job done tomorrow"? Because it was like after Big Vampire. Like I said, I start out with different scenes in my head, and so I just saw the 2 of them fighting.
Yeah, there's a British TV comedy that you can watch if you want to see different. If you want to see 2 doctors interacting with each other in the most banal way, but yet still professional tone. there's something that you can watch called Green Wing. I'd
Okay.
recommend you watch that. Because that would be like a good kind of a research kind of thing where doctors essentially act like idiots, but they're still doctors, which is hilarious. And then they basically kind of take the piss out of each other, like, oh, you're just like an anesthesiologist, so yeah, you don't know nothing about like actual surgery. Like,
Okay.
he's like, you basically set the tone for my job, and I just do my job. I'm the surgeon. He's like, yeah, but, and they basically sit around like arguing for like 5 minutes, going, yes, however, if I don't do this for the patient, you can do your job.
So
it's like they're basically going like back and forth.
So it
So,
would
yeah,
make
so-
sense. So it makes sense if like, cause like I said, I start out with just random scenes in my head to get an idea of what their personalities are like, and I can see the two of them. And so Drew Bob turned. So like they just fought off something, and like the city's in flames, and like no, and like and Philip's leg is broken, and so he's like, I had surgery tomorrow. And he's like, oh no, she's not gonna get her boob job done. What a shame. Do you really think there's gonna be elective surgery? And he's like, shut up, you. He's like, why did you end up a plastic surgeon? He's like, because it's the farthest thing away from vampire hunting. He's like, so I wanted to know if like a regular doctor would take the piss out of a plastic surgeon. Because the only reason he became a plastic surgeon was because he's like, look, my sister got attacked by werewolves. His parents were like involved in werewolf hunting, vampire hunting. I'm still not sure on the details about that. So he's like, I don't want to do that.
Character, yeah.
Huh?
Honestly, I said like this. It all depends on like the back character of the character. It all depends on the background of the character. You know, where they came from. You know, because there's like a lot of. I think that what you're trying to say is that like the doctor status should be kind of like a secondary thing, right? And then their personality should be the first thing,
Yeah.
right? Is that what you're saying?
So yeah, I see. All I know right now about Drew Bob is Drew Bob, his wife was taken by vampires. I am doing so bad right now. I'm just not in the game at all. Drew Bob's wife was taken by vampires. I don't know the details. I think she's still alive. He's like, he doesn't know if she's been turned. He doesn't know what happened to her. And $2, a $5 super chat from Be the Silent Game. Whoa, why? Shoryuken. Saying Shoryuken. Thank you for the $5 super chat. You dad, you do it better than me. Thank you for the $5. You really don't have to do that. But thank you very, very, very much. One of these, I appreciate it. So Drew Bob is known, he hides his grief and his pain behind an exuberance for vampire and like werewolves and stuff like that. Hansen is more like, I'm doing so bad right now. I'm doing so bad. Hansen, on the other hand, like, he's odd. So at first I didn't have a full idea of his history. All I know is his parents were somehow involved in vampirism and werewolfism. So like, when you pull up his record, they're like, this guy is like a master shot. He can shoot guns very well. And it's like, why is he a doctor? And then they're like, why is he a plastic surgeon? Of all things. They're like, that just doesn't make sense. So then they find out that his sister is being locked in the psych ward of that hospital. Because when they look up his name, he comes up as a emergency contact for someone named Jessica Hansen. And so they find out that his sister was part of an experimental trial. Because you know, with all of the controversy going on with Pfizer, so I was like, okay, the Tizer trials. He's like, my sister. So at one point, Drew Bob finds him in the psych ward, and he can see that his sleeves are rolled up, and there's scratches on his arms. And so he's like, that's your sister. And he's like, she was part of the Tizer trials. And it's like, it was meant to control the lycanthropy.
Pfizer trial, is that what you just called it?
Yes, instead of Pfizer. I'm probably going to change it. Like I said, I'm very early on in coming. This is
I
my
think you should change it, because there's a drink in the UK called Pfizer.
But like I said,
But
this is the first time This is the first time I'm creating something myself. Most of the time, everything I've done, all of the characters I've created are corpus from Warframe. They are still my own characters, but they have the basic background of being from Warframe, right? Whereas this is the first
it's
time where I'm trying to,
Fanfic then.
huh?
So it's
It's
fan-
more.
then, is what you're saying.
I'm taking fantasy. I'm trying to get to science
Fan
fiction.
fiction.
No, this is not fan fiction. So the Warframe stuff.
No. No. You're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying that the stuff that you're doing with like Corpus, that's
Is-
basically fan fiction.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
But
okay.
but with this is something I'm creating myself. So right now I'm just randomly tossing up ideas in my head. So I could see. So Hansen is visiting his sister in the psych ward, and and Drew Bob finds him, and Drew Bob's like, so finally tells him, he's like, this is your sister, and he's like, yeah, she was part of the trials, and they're like, some of the people who took the drug, instead of the werewolfism being controlled, actually randomly had them. They didn't transform into a werewolf, but I don't know, they randomly transformed when it wasn't the full moon, and he was with her. And so he's like, he got very lucky. He wasn't bitten, so he didn't become a werewolf, but he has scarring from the attack. So they found him covered with slashes from the werewolf. And so when the lawsuit went up, they got money to cover her basically being locked up and it covered his med school. So he doesn't so he's like, and so when it came time for
Oh, you can come up with something even really like cool actually, because you've got quite a lot of. You basically set the groundwork for quite a lot of cool things.
Oh,
to be honest.
well, like
Yeah.
so I mean,
Like you could say that there was one person who basically trying to become a doctor. So what he done was, because he's a werewolf, he was actually picked up by like an agency that does like assassinations and stuff, right? And so, you know, he done like a couple of jobs to basically fund his medical. Sorry, I know I'm probably giving you. Yeah, I know you want to make this your own thing, innit?
well, no, the more
It's just
ideas
an
I
idea,
said.
though, right?
Like I said, I'm still
Yeah.
very, very, very early on. I have the two main characters, and
Yeah.
I don't even know much about what the two main characters are like, except that one of them's name is Philip Hansen. He is a plastic surgeon, and the reason he's a plastic surgeon is because, like I said, I put a poll on X right now, and the poll is the winner. So it's like, what kind of doctor is the least likely to fight vampires and werewolves, excluding psychiatrists and dentists, and plastic surgeons are at 45%. So I wanted somebody who's a doctor who, when you look at them, when you go, you're what? And he's like, I'm a plastic surgeon. And it's like, how?
You can also come up with like, you can also kind of play around with the idea that there's like a one-armed surgeon who's basically like one of the best in the world, but he's only got one arm.
I mean,
That might be something random.
I don't know. Like I said, all I have, the thing is, I don't want all of the main characters to be doctors. The two of them are the first two main characters, I said. And I could see Drew Bob gives off very positive energy. His way of approaching his pain and what happened to his wife is to be overly exuberant. So you know how some people, when they're depressed...
Gives off good vibes, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, like, you know how someone who's very depressed can do the extreme opposite to hide their depression? What happened to his wife is tearing him apart.
Yeah.
And it's hard on him. And so what he does is he hides that with exuberance. So he's always about, like, he's always dragging Hansen into things. And he's like, don't you want to see this vampire or something? And Hansen's like, no, I don't. I have surgery tomorrow.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I got surgery tomorrow.
And so Hansen turns to him and he's like, so some poor woman isn't gonna get her boob job tomorrow, and he's like, shut up. And then I like it. So he's like,
that makes sense.
on top of that, one idea I was roughly working on was that because of what happened to his sister, Hansen started off looking into like lycanthropy and trying to find a way to cure it. And he got pretty far. So so Drew Bob says to him, like, you know, your paper on this was brilliant. Because I'm still not yet sure how to divide the whole idea of like vampirism and lycanthropy into fields of medicine, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a field that's like, for example, hematology, you know, focus on blood and stuff like that, would be a big deal for vampirism, because you could use a lot from that. So
You need to do your research then, Pat.
Yes.
Honestly, you need to research. Because, like, I think that what you're trying to go for is kind of like a X-Men meets House, right?
Yes.
But with like a comical overtone, right?
yeah, but like for example, with plastic surgery, actually, because a lot of plastic surgery involves with the nerves, and you know, for example, especially the real like difficult plastic surgery, not the nose jobs, but like the limb reconstruction and reconnecting nerves, and you know, maintain. No, because there actually is not all of. I mean, the more easier plastic surgery is the gender stuff and the, you know, the facelifts and all that. But the difficult stuff is the, you know, your arm is mangled in an accident, and that's a plastic surgeon. So so you can see, you know, another thing, a big deal for plastic surgeons is scars and how to minimize scarring. Well, if werewolves are known for having phenomenal healing, something that plastic surgeons could look into is how to use learning from how werewolves heal to use it on scar treatment. So there's a lot of the fields of medicine where if you were to make werewolves real, could advance from it. But at the same time, he tells him, he's like, why did you were working on a cure for like a way to help your sister. So, and a way to help other people who have werewolfism, and your paper was very good. And he says, he's like, why didn't you continue? He's like, I did not want to end up like the monsters who turned my sister into what she is. So he's like, I went into the field of medicine as far away as possible from dealing with lycanthropy. And he's like, I went into plastic surgery. And he went into the more cosmetic side of plastic surgery. So he's like, yeah. So it's like boob jobs and stuff like that. And he's like, why? He's like, because of what happened to his sister.
It makes them more money as well.
Well, and the money side too, where it's like, yeah, I can make a garbage ton of money out of this, and I can avoid dealing with what happened to his sister. He's like, for him, becoming a plastic surgeon was like, he's like, what is the extreme opposite to werewolfism? What is the extreme opposite to vampirism? Is like the most extreme opposite I could come up with was plastic surgery. That's why I asked for what is the doctor you least expect to be involved in vampirism and like werewolves. And everyone said a plastic surgeon, which makes sense. It's like, yeah, you really don't expect to see a plastic surgeon running after vampires. So he ends up, I don't know yet how he finds Hansen and ends up dragging him in on it. Maybe he's like the only doctor in the doctor's lounge and an emergency comes up and he's like, you're a doctor, right? You have an MD. He's like, yeah. He's like, well, you're coming with me. He's like, I'm a plastic surgeon. He's like, it doesn't matter. You got an MD? You know what you're doing, right? You're coming with me. And so the two of them become friends, and slowly because of his history with his parents, he ends up getting dragged more and more into these things. And he's like, I had surgery tomorrow, you idiot! Now I have to cancel! It's like, oh no, she's not getting her boob job. Oh no. It's like, shut up!
Well, you need to write some more scenes then and see how that goes.
So, I need to first, I need to build the world, because on the other hand, like, if you could become a werewolf and become immortal, why won't everyone become werewolves? What kind of
Well, no. Kat, listen, yeah, you might want to use, and I know that you don't like this, but you might want to use Twilight as like a base, as like a foundation where they want to be left alone, wants them to be like kind of secret society kind of thing, and.
But that's the thing, it's the opposite, because now because the idea I'm doing is it's mainstream. My idea is it's the opposite, because if the only reason that you will contact your health insurance to see if your medication for lycanthropy is covered by health insurance is that health insurance now acknowledges that werewolves exist. The only reason you would go, like, I got the idea. You want to know where I got the idea? I got the idea from a combination of things. I got the idea from, I was watching a woman who, a lot of people have heard of her, the Ask a Mortician woman. And she was doing a video about vampires. And it was in Connecticut or Rhode Island. I think it was Rhode Island. And a tuberculosis outbreak. people thought that tuberculosis was caused by vampirism. Like, and so they're like, the way to deal with someone who's a vampire is you dig up the corpse, and if you see that the blood is fresh, you rip out the heart, cut off the head, and burn it. At the same time, I was dealing with my health insurance and issues with my health insurance, and I was, I was seeing Dr. Bob, real Dr. Bob, not fictional Dr. Bob. And so in my head, it suddenly occurred to me, can you imagine if you walked into Dr. Bob's office, right, and then Dr. Bob turns to you and says, we need to locate the corpse, cut out the heart, decapitate it, and burn the corpse. And I could hear his voice in my head saying something along those lines. And I'm like, can you imagine if medicine and werewolf and vampirism, like, instead of it being accepted as fiction, we find out that no, vampirism is real. And if you walk into a hospital and you're like, there's been an outbreak of tuberculosis, and the first doctor turns to you and goes, oh shit, that means vampires. And so then this
It's
doctor,
about to get real.
and then a doctor comes walking in with a lab coat on, wearing scrubs with his name on it. Like when last time I saw Dr. Bob, he's wearing the dark blue scrubs with his name on it, right? So you see this doctor walk up to you in scrubs, right, with a lab coat on, right? And he's like, we gotta deal with the vampires. And it's like dead serious, absolutely serious, like we have a vampire problem. Or, so then I'm like, well, can you imagine then if you are a werewolf, right, and you're dealing werewolfism, and you gotta call your insurance and be like, this is my medication to control my werewolfism. It's like, I'm afraid it's not covered by, is it a prescription from your doctor? And so I'm like, can you imagine if you combine the two? So then I'm like, all right. So then I was like, okay, it's got to be Drew Bob. It's got to be Drew Bob. So I'm like, all right, his name is Andrew Robert, and he needs the last name. So I'm like, McCain. It just came to me, like, Andrew Robert McCain. And they're like, okay, so why does everybody call you Dr. Bob? Like, or they're like, his nickname is Drew Bob or Dr. Bob? It's like, because my name is Andrew Robert McCain. I like the idea of him being older, in his 50s, instead of this usual, you'll see all these shows where the main character is some handsome, young, sexy thing, right? So he's in his 50s, he's got wild, like, brown and black, silver hair, like, silver and dark brown. So he's got, like, that mix of that salt and pepper hair with the beard. He's also very muscular and very strong and like powerfully built. So he's not very tall, but he's very powerfully built because he's fought vampires. So he's got to deal with that. And then I was like, okay, he needs somebody who helps him. I'm like, all right, someone who you would not expect to be involved in vampires. I'm like, okay. So I did the poll, but already in my head I was thinking plastic surgeon. I'm like, all right, so you have this really... That would be even better. You know what? Maybe Dr. Hansen is a
vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why he's so thin. It would make sense. Yeah, he's a okay, yeah, make him a vegan, right? So I could see him like walking in and he's like, I need a doctor with me. And the only person there is this really thin, narrow, young plastic surgeon. And he's like, he's like, I'm a, what? He's like, look, we have a vampire problem. He's like, I'm a plastic surgeon. He's like, doesn't matter. You got an MD after your name? He's like, yeah. All right, you're coming with me. I'm like, but I'm a plastic surgeon. I have surgery tomorrow. It's like, yeah. And we got vampires to fight to stop.
Like, he's like, oh, can I at least finish like my tofu sandwich?
Yeah.
No.
We have to leave now. He's like, that would be awesome because then you can have Drew Bob, on the other hand, being this meat-eating carnivore. He turns to be like, you want to know why you're so thin? You need to put meat on your bones. Enough with the veganism. He's like,
yeah, or someone comes up to me and goes, it's like after surgery and goes, do you know what ribs are? They're delicious.
So you have this really thin, like, young plastic surgeon who's like, I don't want to be here. This is not my job. And you have this, and the thing is, I like the idea that he's so positive and so full of energy and so, like, just positive and excited about fighting vampires and werewolves and getting involved and, do you know what you can do with this in your field of plastic surgery? And he's like, and so everyone thinks he's until he finds out that his wife, now I don't know the details about it, but I wanted him to be married. But his wife was either kidnapped by, it's like either he started to do too much, so the vampires kidnapped his wife and are holding her, and he's like, I refuse to give in, I will do what is right regardless. It's like, I will still continue to go after the vampires, and they're like, but they hold his wife. So it's like, it turns out, I don't know the full details. All I know is like, it's something tragic happened involving his wife and his kids. Because I don't know if he has kids or not. But I'm thinking he has kids, and something happened to his family with the vampires. And it's like, the only way he can continue is to remain positive about it. Whereas Philip Hansen, the plastic surgeon, is more quiet, subdued. He's got brown hair. I know he has brown hair, but I can't decide if he has green eyes or brown eyes. Probably brown, just to be boring.
Okay, so where would they be from then, like ethnically?
I
Where
don't.
would they be from?
I don't know yet. I'm still, like I said, all I have is the two of them as being like their general characteristics. Very general, very, very general.
You need to sit down, Kat, with like a piece of paper and just start writing anything on there.
Yeah.
Just literally start writing anything on there.
But
That's the best way to do things. Like look, the thing is, right? The thing is, and like I've already told you about this. I was like, I was into animation for a long time, but then like I had to shut it down, you know, because it was like haram and stuff, right? So I didn't really want to get into it anymore. But I made several good anime storylines, several, right? Like I even put like the main character and everything like that. And then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do this because, like, I don't have the money to basically fund this. Number one, and number two, I don't, as well as like gaming, I don't really want to have like another hobby where I'm wasting my time on.
Yeah.
Like, I'd much rather just waste my time on one thing that I know is wasting my time, than to waste my time on something that I know I'm not gonna use ever.
well, I mean, the thing is, people have said we need to create our own things, right? We need to be creative and create our own things. And so for a long time, yeah, I love writing Warframe stuff. I would love it if DE was like, hey, we need some more Corpus characters. You know, you have your own group of Corpus characters. That, you know, I love my Corpus characters. But for a long time, I'm like, I want to create my own. We have to create our own thing. And so I'm like, okay, so this is the first time I'm coming up with this idea of creating something that's my own world, my own, you know, my own characters. And of course, absolutely, I am making them, wait, which one am I supposed to do? Stealing Stasis? So I'm like,
I don't know. You're supposed to be doing Final Shape, woman.
well, I want to
Final
take
Shape.
look. My
I'm
Titan,
not messing around
my,
with Witch Queen.
my Titan does not even have stasis unlocked.
Get your ass to the Pale Heart and save the universe.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I want the universe to burn.
No. Save the universe because you're gonna like the ending. I know that you will.
I'm gonna like
You
it.
keep taking your time and you keep being stubborn about it as well.
Well, if
No,
I
I
wanted,
don't want any help. I'm a strong, independent female character. Okay, alright, well, hurry up and do it then. Okay, so I'm sitting on the waiting for you.
you know what? I'm gonna make a nurse a woman just to piss people off.
You're gonna make a what?
I'm gonna make one of my characters. I'm gonna make one of my characters a nurse, and it's gonna be a woman, just to piss people off. Because they're like, yeah, why isn't the woman a doctor? Just to.
All women, though.
I know, but you know how they are, the wokies.
Oh.
She should be a
Oh,
doctor.
you're a real woman.
Well, first of all, it's gonna be a real woman, but second of all, he's gonna be like, why isn't the doctor a woman? Because I wanted to piss you off. No, I mean it. Drew Bob and Philip, well, Pip, are both straight white men. Just flat out boring straight white men. There's nothing about them. Both of them are straight white men. As I said, Drew Bob is married. Though we don't know what happened to his wife. And Philip Hansen, I don't know yet what kind. I'm trying to figure out what kind of. I mean, he's in his early 30s, but I don't know yet.
Oh, really?
He's like 32. I think is good for a doctor. I mean, I'm not sure yet. Maybe I should make him a little older. 30.
For like a junior doctor, yeah. That's a good age for a junior doctor. A doctor that's a little bit seasoned is run about in his 40s.
Because
Early 40s.
I think Doctor is like. So.
You might want to watch. You might want to rewatch Patch Adams as well, Kat.
So.
That's the kind of vibe that you're going for, and you're going for like a kind of funny, kind of
Well, I mean, Philip Hansen is meant to be young, like still pretty new. I mean, he's experienced a little. I mean, he's been a plastic surgeon maybe a year or two. He's still in a hospital, like, so he's like, he doesn't have a private practice yet. So he's still,
Everywhere. Almost like they were waiting for us.
Possible the Vex use me now.
Oh no.
but,
I need to go pay Apple.
In their hands, it will be lost
yeah,
forever.
I not yet.
Along with your beloved Banshee's memories.
But, so he's meant,
Don't be carried away.
yes, go. I don't have to yet.
No, it's okay. I'm stuck in a mission. I'll finish this mission first.
But no, so he's meant to be on the, like, he's not meant to be in his 40s. He's meant to be young, new at it, but not so new that he doesn't have, like people are like, I don't trust you with my boob job.
You can still be, listen, yeah, there's like a lot, listen, 40s is basically the new 30s now. So like people in their 40s are technically still young. In fact, like I would go ahead to even say people in their 50s are technically still young.
Well,
Wow.
but I want somebody who
Like,
isn't
if you-
as experienced in medicine. Like, I want somebody who, like, this is, like, he hasn't been working at
Alright,
that hospital.
Then make him about 25 then. You know, you give him like a Doogie Howser kind of character where he's really smart.
No, but I
but
don't
he's
know.
got
No, I don't know.
experience.
No, I don't want to make him on a genius level. So, like I said, that's why I want to make him. He doesn't. You know, most plastic surgeons. I'm guessing. I don't know much about plastic surgeons. Probably have private practices because you know they make the mega bucks. But I wanted to make him still in a hospital setting, and that he's pretty new. And but I don't want to make him a genius or any of that. He's still like he's smart because he did.
Leish.
Because
Why do you want to make him a You do know that doctors have to be smart, right?
Oh no,
Like,
he's
you do
smart.
know
I
that.
know he's smart, but he's not Taketaro level genius. Taketaro is an exception to the rule. No, I want him to make. Yeah, he's smart. Okay, because he's a doctor, right? But
He needs
he.
like an IQ of like at least like 100, 130, 135.
Then why am I not a doctor?
I mean, why are you asking me?
But
You should be
no,
asking yourself that, sweetheart. You shouldn't be asking me.
I don't want. Look, he did do some things that were unique. That stand out about him. He, like I said, he started working on trying to find a cure for like cancer B, and like trying to help his sister while in medical school. So that does stand out about him. But he's
Well,
not a
okay,
genius.
I've got a question though.
He's
Kat.
not a
I've got-
genius.
I've
He's
got
your
a question.
average plastic surgeon. He's like he ended up a plastic surgeon because
Okay, I've got a question now. Okay.
Okay.
So you're basically trying to meld black magic with modern medicine.
well, I'm
Correct.
trying to not make it so every time we have vampirism and werewolves and stuff like that, it's always priests, right? They always are about the religious side, the magic side. I want to make it so it's science fiction. Turn werewolfism and all of that into science fiction. Whereas like there's an actual
I mean-
medical reason for all of this.
Well, look, like I'm sure that you know that like early, like people who were like involved in religion were actually like involved in the medicine
Yes.
sector as well. You do know that, right? I mean, you do know that like
Yes.
the
Yes. Oh
majority
no.
of like the Muslim scholars, the majority of like the Muslim scholars did actually dabble in like herbal medicine.
Yes, well,
Right,
it's the
I'm
same
sure
thing
you know,
with
I'm sure
yes,
you know that.
yes, the same with priests.
Yeah, and it's,
No, but the thing
yeah,
is,
it's just-
when you look
when it's
at
priests and stuff like that, 'cause
Feel
they-
free
yeah, go
anytime
on.
you find.
so you know, like the show Supernatural, right? Whenever they come across vampires or all of that stuff, it's always the priests are involved, and you know, the modern, like even with like show any kind of vampire show, right? Or they always pull out the crosses and the priests, right? My idea is instead to make it that it's science fiction, that you have doctors instead. So that's the idea. So instead of it being the clergy that you go to with vampirism, it's medical. It's actually science fiction. There's a medical reason why, and like what you know how they say all kinds of all magic is like the idea that a lot of what looks like any sufficiently advanced technology looks like magic. So we just don't. So
Well, no. I think I know the quote you're thinking of. You're thinking of the quote that woman said in Thor, where she said, "Magic is just science we don't understand."
yes,
Is that what you're saying?
yeah, but there's an actual quote from a different author. I think it's Ray Bradbury. Says any sufficiently advanced technology looks like magic. So what if? So the idea is where vampirism and all of that.
Well, no, Kat, but see, the thing is, right, if you went to, like, a Zulu tribe right now,
Yeah,
and you showed them your smartphone, they'd be like,
magic.
that's some kind of magic,
Yes.
right?
So what
It's the
if?
same with, like, it's the same with, you know, like, if we go further into the future where we have, like, hologram technology,
Yes.
or we essentially have something that's similar to a ghost following you
Yes.
on your shoulder, it basically tells you, by the way, Clark, the temperature today is this, and this. So I would definitely recommend you packing a thicker hijab.
Yes. So
Yeah, exactly. This is what the future would be like. And you went to a Zulu tribe, they'd be like, this is some magic shit. What is this thing floating around you?
So yeah, no. So in this case, the idea is instead of vampirism being fiction, so vampires not being real, vampires are real, and science is used to figure it out. It's scientific based. So everything about vampirism is science. So
what would they call it though, Kat?
that's what I have
you're
to.
gonna
I have to
you're gonna
come.
come up with like a scientific name. You have
Yes.
to come up with a scientific name for people who have that.
Yes.
So you could probably say it's
Lycanthropy is the scientific name for werewolves. But then you need fields of medicine that specialize it. So there's probably an additional field of medicine that specializes in lycanthropy.
Yeah.
But then you have to also come
Yeah.
into ideas on how it affects other fields. Like I said, for example, hematology. Like I said, with plastic surgery and the idea of regenerating,
dermatology as well.
dermatology
Dermatology too.
would be affected by it. Cardiology, all fields of medicine would be affected by it, but then you also have a field that probably specializes in it. So my guess
Yeah.
is
So
Dr.
what you're thinking about is something like pharmacology and toxicology would probably be one of those as well. Then.
Yeah. So you need to
If
figure
you're talking
out.
about something that affects the blood and poisons.
So you'd have to look into all the different fields of medicine and determine which ones would be affected. Like sometimes people say vampires and werewolves could see in the dark, right? Well, then that would bring in
But what about this
ophthalmology.
theory, Kat?
Huh?
Kat, what about this theory, yeah?
What?
What about how, like, in the story, obviously, the forefathers, right? So, like, your, like, ancestors were either of the Lycans or the vampires, right? And then people would come in for, like, a random blood test, and then, because these dudes are, like, you know, because these dudes are either, like, vampires or whatever, they could make, like, a joke and say, yeah, he's one of your lot. You know, like after looking at your test, after looking
Yeah, right.
at your test results, he's one of your progenitors. So you deal with him. See ya. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of, you can have that kind of humor flowing around. That would be kind of funny.
But no, that actually, yeah, you know, be like, I don't want to be on that.
Kat, listen, I'm gonna go. I'll be back though, okay? I'm not
Okay.
gonna like abandon you. I'll be back.
I need to go back to Final Shape, but I'm just doing some of the Beyond Light on my Titan.
Do it. Go back to final shape. I'll be back, okay? I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, I'm holding you to that.
Alright.
So, alright, while you're gone, I'm gonna go over. Think out loud. I said, so the idea is, I don't even know what my Titan can do. Oh, shield. Nice. Then we got that's melee. Okay. So, yeah, that's the basic idea. The basic premise is werewolfism, lycanthropy, all of that is science fiction and not fantasy. So it's not that you go to a priest because you've been diagnosed with, you've been bitten by a werewolf. You go to a doctor. And the doctors have to deal with it. And how does it affect the medical field? And like I said, I wanted a doctor who you would not expect to be involved in it. So like I said, I went with the plastic surgeon because my vote, my poll on Twitter. I mean, I was already leaning towards plastic surgeon. It was either plastic surgeon or like anesthesiologist. But people are like, you know what? It would be kick-ass of anesthesiologists fighting vampires. So I might throw in an anesthesiologist who's kick-ass as well, just because I like anesthesiologists. I think anesthesiologists are kick-ass. It's one of the hardest fields of medicine when you really think about it. Actually, so it would be like, it's what if the medical field had to deal with all of this and the effects of the medical field and how it would impact the medical field. And so it's like, okay, so Drew Bob is actually a joke based on, like, whenever I refer to any of my doctors, so if I have a doctor, I call it Dr. Bob, so I don't have to give a real name. So Drew Bob is a joke originally, right? So Drew Bob. So his name is Andrew Robert McCain. I don't know where, sometimes you get names just randomly. So like, okay, Andrew Robert McCain. I don't know where I got McCain from, but I was like, all right, you know what? Andrew Robert McCain. And I said, I need to figure out what vampirism and werewolfism is going to be like in this world to explain, for example, what happened to his wife. Because I want there to be something that happened to his wife that he hides, and most people don't know about. And then when they find out, they're like, oh, damn, that explains so much about why he is the way he is. But he hides it. 'Cause I like this idea that you hide, like, so people are always like, you know, like, people think that if you're depressed, you're just gonna sit and be depressed. Or you're like, you have something painful happen to you, it's gonna show. Well, for some people, it's the opposite, where they do everything they can to hide it. So Drew Bob had some pretty bad things happen to him, but he hides it. So he comes across as exuberant, happy, full of energy, excited about fighting, like getting involved in all of this. Like, he specializes in these fields, and people think, he, you know, is, and the truth is, you know, like, he goes home and he's like, his house is full of memories of his wife. So it's like he likes to be at work so he can avoid going home, kind of thing. Whereas Hansen, on the other hand, he uses plastic surgery as a distraction from what happened. To him, it's that's why I posted on the Twitter, on the X. I'm like, I want a doctor who it would be the farthest from lycanthropy and vampirism as possible, because he buries himself in that field to avoid thinking about his sister, his past. I don't know what his parents, either his parents are in prison for killing a vampire, or his parents are dead. I still don't know yet about his parents. But his sister is permanently like locked up in a mental area. But I wanted him to be like, he buries himself in his work, but he's like more like sullen about it, and he went into a medical field that is as far as possible from that. So whereas Drew Bob is like obsessed with it, Hansen is the opposite. He's like, look, I'm a plastic surgeon. I don't want to get involved. Leave me alone. I don't want to deal with this stuff.
Place the blade upon it. I will initiate the forging process.
I mean, even when he, like, even if there's stuff that can, is that he's like, I don't.
We'll hold them off.
And they're like, I just love that image in my head of him being like, why me? And he's like, you have an MD, right? And he's like, yeah. It's like, well, I need somebody with me. Like, I don't want to. It's like, you're the only person available. You're coming. And it's like, maybe the law is set so that, like, if there's like a vampire thing, you have to or something. I don't know. I always like, you notice, I like this kind of like buddy cop, like, well, not buddy cop, but I'm more of I like friendships more. And like, so like putting two guy characters together who are friends. So no, before anybody says anything, there is no romance between the two male characters, right? Drew Bob is married. And Philip Hansen is very, very, very straight. Not even, no. Both of them are white, because I wanted to make something with two white main characters.
Forging protocol complete. Take it. Now. Wield the blade. Destroy them all. Every last one.
I don't have it. Wait, where is the blade? So yeah, I don't even remember. I think I started doing this then because this is not the beginning of Lightfall. But like I said, I got the idea from a combination of, you know, dealing with insurance, dealing with medical stuff, and listening to people talk about vampires and lore. I'm like, okay, why not combine them? Because nobody really does that, where they take science fiction, like fantasy, and turn it into science fiction. So basically, I'm taking the lore of vampires and werewolves, and I'm turning it into science fiction. And the idea of two vampire hunting, werewolf hunting doctors going out there and be like, I don't want to be here. And the other one being like, isn't this exciting? And they'd be like, nah, no it's not. Why are you doing this to me? I have surgery tomorrow. Well, now you don't. So, you guys spoke. Look, I asked what was the lobster you did not expect to fight vampire. You guys said plastic surgeon, so it was you guys on X who voted for that. I said I was leaning towards that or
That's
an
the last of them.
I suppose I owe you a debt
or
of
an
gratitude.
anesthesiologist.
However, I generally prefer not to be indebted to anyone. As such,
Let me
you may
see.
consider the blade your property.
So yeah.
You should allow this banshee an opportunity to test its integrity once more.
You sure you're safe?
Thanks to you, yes. Until our next meeting.
Anyway, so that's anyway. Like I said, I am not wearing my scarf. Let me see if I have
Oh
any.
my god, I friggin' hate you.
Why?
That looks so cool.
What looks so cool?
What you just sent me.
What?
Destiny comic collection. That looks dope.
Yeah, there's several stories in it. That's not the only one. There's several.
That looks super cool. I just saw it now. For some reason it only popped up now as a notification.
Which is why.
I hate you.
Why do you hate?
I hate
You
you.
should
Why
hate-
do you have it and I don't? I hate you.
Look. You should hate Bungie for ignoring that comic.
No, I hate you. Oh, where'd you disappear to?
Me,
Oh,
I,
there you are, okay.
I didn't disappear to anywhere. What are you talking about?
Why are you playing as Warlock though?
I'm not playing
Why
as
would you go
Warlock.
from Hunter to Tiger? That's fine. Why would you go from being okay to being a peasant?
What's wrong with
You should
time?
have from being okay. You should have jumped from being okay to being master race, like the Warlock. Like obviously, like, why did you jump to Titan?
What is wrong with
Like
Titans?
ill. Like
Fine.
ill. Like
I don't
why?
even know where my
why
Titan.
would you do it?
I don't even know where my All right, fine. Let me see where my Warlock is at, just out of curiosity. Look,
Is there a female Titan? What are you eating anyway?
Sour Patch Kids.
Hold on. Don't they have gelatine?
No, I thought no.
Check, sis, check.
I'm pretty sure I checked.
I
No.
don't have any halloumi.
No, they don't.
So, is it like a vegan version?
The
No,
Dragon
they don't.
came to the Soul System. It brought a golden age to
Sugar?
They
humanity.
don't have full
No.